Hello, everyone. Are we live? Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Collegiate Tetris League 2026. Today, I am Doey. Well, I am Doey, and I'm going to be commentating today with. Oh, you're on my left.
J'ai bien. What's good?
JBon. Hello. Yeah, I mean it's been a while since I've commentated, but it's always nice to commentate Collegiate Tetris League. I can't believe this has been going on for 4 years. It's crazy, and we have some pretty close lower bracket matches for you today, starting with UC Riverside and UBC B. But yeah, gonna be pretty excited to get into this. These teams, just one seat apart, really close together. But yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about this match, Javon? Have you looked at these guys at all, or do you think it's gonna be close?
I have not, but considering they're going against each other, I think it's going to be pretty close. This is my first time commentating, but it's going to be a good commentating experience. I will say that.
Yeah. Commentating's a lot of fun, definitely. And you said you got recruited to be a commentator like yesterday during the interview. You were playing yesterday.
Yeah, bro. I literally got drafted, bro. They were like, we're short on commentators, and I was like, I'm a commentator, or I can be at least. So here I
am. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take too much to be a commentator. Obviously, you got to be comfortable talking. But if you're familiar enough with the game, which you are the, as far as I know, the highest ranked player on the McMaster University team, probably have enough knowledge to give to us all here. How has your experience been, by the way? I don't think you were in CTO in the previous years, were you?
No, my experience was good, but it was kind of hard to find people. But
oh yeah,
my friend bro, he's kind of the GOAT. This guy posted on the McMaster T Instagram, and we got like a bunch of people.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And he is a higher rank. I think he's like, yo, this guy got like top 100 the other day, bro. Like, congrats to him.
Oh, top 100. Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware, but definitely impressive.
Nah, I smoke him though. I smoke him.
You smoke him? Okay.
I'm unranked, bro.
You are unranked. I mean, the tier is still looking high here, but yeah. Again, we're definitely gonna have to see if these two close matches, these two schools rather, are gonna be close. I think there were some players stalling before getting into the lobby, but yeah, I mean, once again, seeds right next to each other. And I am wondering how the new bands this year are going to shake out. What the band strategy might be. Because just taking a look at the ranks of everyone else on these teams. I mean, UC Riverside definitely have some scary players. I'm seeing some X ranks on their side, high TR, but also some low TR. Definitely more spread out. UBC, I think we do have U ranks. We do have S ranks, but I don't think anything too crazy on either side of the spectrum. So I think the matchups will be interesting.
Bro, I wonder if Colin YZ is gonna come out with the PC spam.
Yeah, I guess are the teams in the middle of doing picks and bans right now?
I mean, I think so.
Definitely makes sense. I guess we're just waiting for those to come through here. Yeah, shout out to our organizers for improving our Collegiate Tetris League bot, by the way. Obviously, had the bot last year to do basic blind pick, but this year we also added some new features to allow us to do the picks and bans for us. Very nice, honestly. I don't know if you knew about CTL in the previous years, but in 2023 and 2024, we had volunteers manually doing picks and bans for everyone, or no bans, but manually overseeing each match with the blind picks. So a lot of manpower spent there, but.
There's there's literally a bot that just does everything for them.
Or the blind pick bot, yeah, that's what it does.
Yo, I can't lie. There's some like mega hacker on this ultra pro hacker on this like team, bro. There's some like computer science majors putting their major to work, bro.
Yeah, definitely a lot of help here. I
Yo,
guess
yo,
while we're
yo.
waiting for this match. Oh well, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. While we're waiting for this match, I got a good question, Doey.
yeah.
So,
Shoot.
what happens if I put you in an oven?
What happens if you put me in an oven?
What?
I don't know. I guess I
His
get
name is
cooked.
Doey, by the way.
I
What
become
do you become? What do you become?
I get cooked into bread. I guess.
What kind of bread, bro? Are you sour bread? Are you? Are you? I don't really know
No,
much
I
about
I
bread.
think that just bread, raw bread.
Speaking of bread, what kind of bread do you like? Have you ever heard of Pantheon or the whatever it's called?
Not not sure about that. Honestly, I'm not even like that expert in terms of like my bread knowledge. I did have a croissant earlier, before the start of
Oh,
the stream. I had one of
was it
those Costco croissants.
toasted?
Nah. I was just getting a quick bite to eat before the stream.
I should have eaten earlier, bro. I haven't eaten in a while, but I'm
Croissant
gonna be
though.
eating. Yo, actually, I do have croissants. I have
They are pretty good. We also did
they're
have a
two bite, they're
player
two bite.
called Croissant playing on stream yesterday, so had some continuity.
Oh my god, bro. Maybe if we had like the croissant man playing and then we were both eating croissants while he was playing.
I could have
That would
gotten a
be
croissant. It would have been on theme maybe, but no croissants today. Just just the teams as they try to figure out how to get the spot working.
I wonder who they're gonna choose, bro. Because like
Yeah, I think definitely in terms of draft, I think some players. Well, I guess obviously the players have to put more thought into it this time around because now you can ban people. I do remember way back in U Waterloo, we were interviewing them, and they literally said that they picked their players by spinning a wheel, which is pretty funny.
spinning a wheel. Yo.
Yeah, like they literally had like a Wheel of Fortune app thing, and then they would just spin it.
Bro, there's too many people at Waterloo. There's too many computer science people.
Oh yeah,
It's like everybody, dude. Like, okay, when I was in high school, bro, like my sister, she went to Waterloo, and like I played Tetris when I was in high school, and
hmm
like she sent me the Discord invite to the Waterloo like Tetris club, bro. There's like so many people in there. There's like more people in that like more people in that Discord server than there are in Artside at McMaster. No offense to Artside, they're great
Oh
people.
yeah,
Yes, bro.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, I do know that they've put a lot of effort into their Tetris club.
I can't lie, they might have to start watching their back because I'm coming for them, bro. McMaster Tetris Club is gonna be eating, um, eating Waterloo for dinner and breakfast.
Maybe, man. Fortunately, gonna be hard this year, but because Waterloo A is in the top bracket, but they do have sub teams here, don't they? They have Waterloo B is also in the lower bracket, seed number 27. So I guess if you run into them, you can show them who's boss.
Bro, Waterloo B, more like, type. Bro. I don't know what to say to that, bro. Nah, but dude, there's like Waterloo beef between McMaster and Waterloo because they
Oh,
I
is
don't know
there?
some like there's okay we have like an engineering ring outside of our engineering building, dude. Some Waterloo students they came over and they started like spray painting our ring, bro. It says like black and gold, bro. These
Really?
goofballs. Yes, bro. These goofballs.
Wait,
Dude.
Ontario University beef is kind of crazy, though.
No, bro. It's a war zone out here, man. It's like a civil war, bro. I swear, but like not violent. It's like purely like pride based.
I see. Yeah, I mean, still waiting for them to pick bands. There's some jank going on as far as I can tell with the bot maybe, but yeah, I mean, I guess we can We can talk about these rosters. I mean, I'm just looking at the sheet right now for who's on these teams. Again, pretty close together. I'm seeing an X rank and a unranked player, but that TR should be high enough to be considered X rank. But like I said earlier, they also have A+ ranked players on the team. I don't know if you, again, as a current player in CTL, what is your like opinion on? You think like a team with closer ranks is better, or a team that has like some people really high rank but some people really low rank would be more effective?
That's a good question. I guess it depends. I feel like there's an ideal range of where everybody should be, because if you go above it, if you're like X plus, I feel like that's kind of too much because you're already gonna sweep everybody anyway. So it's kind of like if you're like high X compared to like X plus, it's like you have like an amount of TR that's like redundant almost, that could be spent on getting a higher ranked teammate because you're already going to sweep the person you play against, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if you have two higher ranked players, they should be closer to the rest of your team. So maybe like, I don't know, like some low X players and some mid low U players, or everybody's like a high U. But I'm not too sure how the like brackets are determined.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like if you're thinking about it, like if each team has like a total TR pool or like Glico pool, and like if we're distributing it, I'd say also if one team has like some super high rank players and other super low rank players, their draft is probably a bit more predictable, right? You probably know they want to send like their low rank player out against someone maybe like more sacrificially, whereas they might send their super high rank players out like to try to stomp someone. Yeah, I mean, spending a lot of time figuring out the stream stuff. Apparently, there were keyboard issues on the UBC B team side, so they couldn't paste in the right commands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I think like having a really high X ranked player, especially in lower bracket, it's not even about winning, it's more about sending a message. Like,
yeah,
if you're
for
putting
sure.
an X plus rank against like an SS, bro, it's not even about like winning. It's just about like, I don't know, bro.
No, it's intimidating for sure. And like obviously, you know, if you're a lower ranked player to get sent out against someone higher ranked, your main goal is probably just try to get, you know, 1 or 2 rounds, get as many points as you can, because the scores do matter a lot in this format. But you know, if you are sent out against, like, I don't know, I'm just imagining, you know, UCLA up there in the upper bracket with multiple X plus ranks, like just being sent out against Kabuzo Pi is probably quite scary.
Bro, it's literally just like D-Day, bro. It's not even about anything. It's just like a death mission, bro.
Yeah, but you know, there's like some great clips of lower ranked players just jump scaring higher ranked players. Maybe the higher ranked player misdrops, and meanwhile the lower ranked player does some sort of crazy SDPC opener, one shots them, takes 1 free round. You know, that's a great moment for the lower ranked player.
Yeah, no, that happened on my team too, bro.
Oh yeah?
No diss. I love Datwell. He's my GOAT. I want to say that, but yo, this guy. Actually, should I say this?
I mean, you can say whatever you want. I just as long, I don't know if the rest of your team will be fine with it, but
okay. No, I'm not, I can't say that. I can't say that. Maybe
sure,
I'll say it
sure,
later. I can't say that.
Probably don't want to get banned or anything. Speaking of bans, looks like these teams are finally progressing toward their bans. They've banned, let me see here. They've banned, okay, Riverside has banned Ethanol and Ian 9044, while UBC B has banned Dragolin AE and MKOU. So it looks like they've gone with they've banned UBC has banned the A+ player and an S- player on their team. Meanwhile, Is Riverside, were those the two highest ranked players on the UBC B team they've banned? I think, yeah, Ian is U rank and Ethanol is also U rank. So yeah, kind of opposite strategies they've gone for here in terms of bans. You know, here we go. The blind pick is happening now. And finally, we are beginning, just slightly behind schedule by maybe 20 minutes or so, but we are in. We do have a match going. Frost Freeze on the UC Riverside team with a fun fact: fought Dragon, Linne in Tetris League while sitting next to each other twice. Happened a lot when I was in UBC at the Gaming Lounge. And then Grandfather Soil. I forgot we're on stream today. Well, better remember that soon, because the matches will be starting very soon.
No pressure, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't read what the other person.
So we'll probably be streaming the warm-up here, and then we're gonna get into the game. I mean, this is a pretty big rank difference in terms of TR, right? That's over 300 TR up on the A+ player. But, you know, I think anything can happen. Grandfather Soil, I haven't seen... So I think I know basically all of these players on the UBC team as a former UBC student. But I think, if I remember correctly, Grandfather Soil was always a 9-0 enjoyer, just Tetris stacking quite often. But we'll see how the things go from here. I see they're actually skipping the warm-up and getting right into the main match. So here we go, finally. Ooh. CTL. UBC B versus UC Riverside. Match 1 is beginning.
Starting off with PCO.
On the Frost Free side, but a slight misdrop meanwhile is pretty standard TKI from Grandfather Soil. The player going too fast here, but
Frost yeah, I mean, needs to downstack right now.
He's looking pretty high, but again, 2 misdrops. So I don't know how many times you've been in the position of having to face someone much higher ranked than you, but what are you generally thinking when that happens? Like, honestly, do you like change your strategy at all, or just try to play the best you can?
Well, I guess it depends on like what their profile looks like. If they have a low PPS, then I tend to try and build up back to back. But if they have a high PPS, I think they're gonna stride, or like they kind of play based off of APM. So I'd probably plonk and try to counter spike them to top them out. So
yeah, for sure, definitely a lot of things you can kind of analyze based on their stats. As Grandfather Soil takes that first game, kind of expected in terms of who's going to win, but again, anything can happen. Going for a kind of 9-0, but the stack looking a bit unbalanced. Has to correct it a bit, but it's looking fine. Oh, Frost Freeze
is definitely in a
That's some great garbage, though.
He's building up. Grandfather Soil has to go down. Frost Freeze is in a good spot. If he can send another T-spin, he might just win this. He has a high back-to-back. Building up.
Yeah, but Grandfather Soil definitely did make her way back down here.
T-spin.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's really up to catching your opponent out, maybe in a tough misdrop while you have a good series of attacks on your end. Obviously, again, 300 TR difference, Grandfather Soil is expected to win, but if Frost Freeze can take any sort of points here, it would be good. I have just been reminded that this week is 6-7 week at the Collegiate Tetris League stream. Does anyone have any opinions on that?
Does anybody have any opinions on 6-7?
I mean, honestly, like, I feel like Tetris has more of a claim to 6-7 than anything, because that's the amount of points like that's what the set looks like if you win a tiebreaker, no?
Yo, whenever I want to be a little toxic, don't call me out for this. If I ever win 6-7, bro. I always say 6-7 in chat, bro.
Honestly, I
It's
feel like
so funny.
I wonder, because again, I haven't played TL in a bit, but I wonder how many people in chat just say that whenever a tiebreaker happens. It's probably much more often than I would imagine. But we're having that conversation. Some big attacks being sent on both sides of the board, but again, both players able to down stack pretty cleanly. Obviously, Grandfather Soil playing as the higher ranked players, playing a lot faster and applying a lot more pressure. And yeah, gonna be tough for Frost Freeze to down stack out of this one. Not the best pieces, but still alive actually. So
I believe that if Frost Freeze is able to prolong, he will be able to come out on top, maybe. I see a a J spin. He does not get the J spin.
Spins here. I think the spins would definitely be a useful way. Again, obviously with down stacking, they're good, but maintaining the surge as well, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you played season 1 of Tetris League at all.
Bro, that was
before,
like
the spins happened.
That was my life, bro. I can't lie, dude. I started playing like pretty early when Tetris came out. I quit like maybe like I don't know, half a year before season 2 came out. So when I came back, I was like, yo, what is this like red big number that I'm getting on the top of my screen, and why is it so big? And then this guy just like, I don't even know his name, bro. Maybe it was like Tiki or something. And then this guy just like breaks it, and my entire screen is red. Like, bro, I literally just saw red. I was like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, the surge mechanic definitely something. It's a pretty fun mechanic to work with. Obviously, it's nice seeing the big number and then you break the surge and then it sends a bunch. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, adjusting to the all spins. I think a lot of players in maybe lower ranks, it's not something they really bother with, and honestly, it's probably not something they really need to bother with. Because there's a lot of like fundamental things you'd rather be working on in terms of like obviously just clean stacking and stuff in general, right? It's more important than maintaining back-to-back with fancy spins.
I agree. You are right. On the other hand, bro, I see a lot of people, bro, and they're just like, they're like really low rank, so they don't really know how to stack well. But like their entire goal is just getting as high back-to-back as they can. So it's like they go for like a single S spin when they have like the perfect down stack to like spike like a 30 spike or something, and then they just like break it because they want to get an S spin.
Yeah, it's probably easy to get like really fixated on maintaining your back-to-back. But speaking of back-to-back, Frost Freeze with a really nice spike there. Garbage obviously in the 4 wide while there, able to leverage it for a big attack, but unable to kill.
So big.
And oh, that's a rough teamish drop.
Spin?
Clean that up.
Frost Freeze a little bit cheesed up, but let's see if he can freeze up Grandfather Soil to buy enough time to down stack. Type.
Yeah.
You see, I'm literally a rapper with the way I combine these words in intelligent ways.
No, I respect it. Honestly, it's like I'm always on the lookout for like funny things to say during commentary that are also relevant.
Bro, honestly, I'm just a cornball, bro. I'm a chud. Actually, no, I'm not a chud, but I mean, some people on Tetris are, bro.
Oh my god, Hachi spin, Frost Freeze. Hachi spin on the left side. Amazing opener. It's not actually amazing, but it's the opener I've used the most, so. And oh my, what is this? This fancy, funky T-spin triple there on that side of the board. And
bro,
a big miss drop actually on Grandfather Soul side of the board. This could be dangerous if Grandfather Soul cannot down stack out of this. 180 J spin, but in a bit of a tough position. Gonna have to do a bit more down stacking. Probably needs to use these eyes flat. And Frost Freeze just find the Tetris. Not in time. Grandfather Soul is out.
No, he's not, bro. He's not yet, bro. Frost Freeze. Okay, no, he's out.
Yeah, she's definitely doing a lot of down stacking. I think once that big well was open and the misdrop was cleared, it's really easy to get out. And honestly, in this situation where your opponent is ranked so much lower than you, I think you don't even need to go for anything super crazy or fancy. You just need to play stable enough, and eventually your opponent will either make a mistake and pop out, or you just like slowly out APM and out APM your opponent. And you know, but as I say that, Grandfather Soil with a rough L placement tops herself out and gives a point over to Frost Freeze. Definitely not what you want to see if you're UBC B.
Grandfather Soil might be the receiver of the 6-7, as Frost Freeze will have 7 wins and Grandfather Soil will have 6. Oh, stacking up further. Oh, that's actually a really good. Oh, yo, if Frost Freeze messes this up, I'm gonna like.
But cash is out the line early there. Definitely a lot of wasted time.
Again. Oh my god.
There's some really lucky dogs for Frost Freeze, and obviously the advantage of a 4, right? Even if you don't get the big send, is that garbage is very cheesy, and Grandfather Soil isn't able to down stack it. It could be dangerous. That being said, Frost Freeze, the counterattack isn't there on his side of the board. The follow-up rather with the cheese, and again, just stable play from Grandfather Soil should be able to close out this match pretty quickly, bringing it to 1-6 here. 6-7 this time, probably very unlikely unless Frost Freeze can just somehow miraculously win 6 in a row.
Yeah, I believe. But I think Grandfather Soil should be upgraded to Grandfather Rock, the way he dug through all that garbage. Oh.
She's definitely, again, like, her down stacking for a player that is higher ranked is more impressive. And oh yeah, like, good reminder, it's Grandfather's Oil. I've always messed this up. I've known her for quite a while. You know.
Oh, you know Grandfather's Oil?
It's just one word. Yeah. Another member of the UBC Esports Club. I was a former member of him. Now I'm graduated, no longer in there, but obviously still gonna root for UBC. No bias on the commentary.
I respect the elderly, and I also respect those with wiseness in their minds. So if
you respect the elderly, you better respect your grandfather, because Grandfather's Will just took this match in a 7-1.
Because he's still in the USD. She's still in UBC Esports.
Look, man.
No,
I'm just here to commentate.
I'm sorry.
I'm not here for attacks on my age.
I'm sorry.
But you know, speaking of attacks, well, we'll see if UC Riverside can mount the counter attack here. Obviously, the results of that match are pretty expected, with the higher ranked player winning out with. Honestly, and 1 point isn't even that huge to give up, but in order for UC Riverside to win, I think they do need to scrape together a victory that doesn't involve one of their X ranks, so which could be challenging for them, since I do think the aside from their X ranks, right, the rest of their players are S- and another A+. So yeah, we'll see if one of those can take down one of the lower ranked members of UBC's team. But again, that being said, I think Grandfather's Oil, just double checking all these stats here, was the lowest, or one of the lowest ranked ones on their team. So it's going to be tough for UC Riverside to find that matchup now.
I believe in UC Riverside.
We're definitely getting more and more UCs. I remember the UC participation last year was really high, and that's not including UC Riverside. I haven't checked the teams list. How many UCs do we have this time around?
You know, Shucks, bro, I'm not sure. Do you know where the list is?
I don't remember if there's a list pinned here. I mean, okay, forgetting the other UCs for now, we have our match already picked here. We have Sean RSL, 18,771 TR, and UC Riverside with the counter pick here of sending out their A+ rank against this.
Whoa. Miku has watched 400 anime titles. That is definitely a feat. That's actually a lot. What the heck?
Well, Sean RSL, I drink water. I think many people can share this fun fact. Do you drink water, J-Bon? Jabion? I don't know my pronunciation.
Water?
Yeah.
Nah, I drink sparkling water, bro. I'm a
Oh,
little
like
bougie
those
that.
those rich influencers on YouTube. Or...
Yes, bro. Actually, Andrew Tate is my stepfather. Did you know that?
Let's avoid the commentary on that guy on this stream, but instead
sorry.
let's focus on the warm up here.
I don't support him.
Sean?
I don't support him.
Don't think many people
I
do,
know.
but yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just clarifying. I don't want to be seen as misogynist.
Anyway, Sean taking this one up pretty decisively. Again, obviously SS rank versus A+. This is, I mean, if you thought the other one was a gap between TR with a 300, I think this is like a 500 or 600 TR gap. Yeah, 18 and 7-1, and then our opponent here. Can't quite check now, but yeah, I mean, again, it would be pretty good for MCO to take any number of points from Sean.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is strongest anime watcher versus weakest water drinker, bro.
Honestly,
Waters are pretty powerful, bro.
yeah, water's definitely the healthiest thing to drink. Definitely drinking more water.
Is it though? What about
I think
algae,
relatively
bro?
right.
It's relatively healthy.
It's not unhealthy. I feel like most things people drink are like unhealthy.
Yeah, I know.
I mean-
water is definitely healthier, but is it the healthiest?
I don't know, but as far as I can tell, the water is paying off. Back-to-back 8 there from Sean. I think just doing some simple 9-0. And honestly, again, against an opponent that's much faster or much slower than you, there's not much you need. Aside from just good back-to-back fundamentals, you can just out-APM them. Sean showed a solid 6-3 well. There's a T-spin this time along with the quads. And yeah, it's looking like a tough mountain to climb here for MCO.
Sean is really just out speeding MCO. MCO, I think, is going to have to plonk if not a very clean stack here. So if Scene decides to down stack, it might be trouble for MCO. A little bit
Yeah, for
cheesy.
sure. Very, very cheesy, and honestly, some of that cheese is self-inflicted. The stacking, not
I
the
think more than
cleanest.
half is, but that's okay because MCO is a infinite down stacker. I think.
Yeah, so she's on Sean's board here, but very easily clearable. Just do some basic down stacking of his own. Not greedy for anything too crazy, but yeah, it's probably the safest method to go for right now. We'll see if MCO tries to do anything here. Has a decent board state, but really greedy for that Tetris, and I think that's gonna definitely backfire in the next few pieces. Just not good placements at all.
There
You
is
find
still a
this
way
donation?
down. There is still a way down. MCO has a down stack. Kind of.
Yeah, actually, gets a decent downside, and as I say, that covers well a few times, but it's still surviving, so not on MCO.
MCO is not going down for without a fight.
Maybe not going down without a fight, but with all this APM from Sean, it's going to be a fight to go down when he puts you that high up on the board.
That is true. I wonder if MCO will release the energy from all the animes they've watched and win this round.
Yeah, surely they have some sort of anime power they can call upon, you know, the power of friendship.
Nah, they're gonna call upon Wumbo, bro.
I was like thinking like they should totally make a Tetris esports anime. Like I would watch that.
Tetris.
Can you imagine like someone learns about like the T-spin technique?
Bro, what is like, what is, bro? It's the power just like Yao stack, and then like, what is the like the main character? Is the main character Gohan or something, bro?
Nah. I'm thinking, you know, like in Demon Slayer, they have like the different breeding forms or whatever.
Oh,
they have
yeah,
like
bro.
they have like T-spin forms or something. I don't know. Honestly, like this I haven't thought
If you're,
about
like,
this one
restricted.
hard enough.
If you're restricted to either like APM spamming, bonking, striding, or something like that.
Or maybe there could be like different schools of thought, like different Tetris masters.
If there was a bunch of Tetris masters, which master would you go to?
Honestly, I'd like to think I'm a plonking enjoyer. You know, try to time your attack, look at your opponent's board. Definitely can beat people that have kind of like CZ, but I'm like kind of like CZ, except I don't play as fast, and also I'm not as good at the game. And, I'm really low, but
dude, I can't lie, bro. I'm exactly like CZ. Like, we look the same, bro. Like, we eat the same food. The only difference is that, like, I'm in Canada. I can't lie. Like, bro, dude, he wears orange shirts, bro. He wears orange shirts. I'm wearing an orange sweater. I bet he wears toques as well, or I guess beanies, if that's what you would call it. And I'm wearing a beanie right now. So, I mean,
you are.
Tell me what's different between us two.
Yeah, and CZ drinks water as well, probably.
And
we all drink water as well.
I'm pretty sure he's full Asian, and I'm half Asian. So,
yeah, you're like halfway there.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, similar to CZ though. Sean RSL 19 also drinks water in the fun fact, and is probably about to take this match. I would say MCO in a bit of a tough spot. Sean Skims breaks back to back, but it's not gonna matter. He's gonna take this with a clean 7-0.
Needs to drink more water. If MCO might need to take a trip to the grocery store and buy some water.
Honestly, you could probably set it up like you drink 1 cup of water per anime episode you watch. You probably match Sean.
Bro, 400 animes is actually crazy. Like, that's a lot.
It definitely is. I mean, I've definitely watched my fair share, but definitely not up at 400. But
I wonder if they've watched the day I got reincarnated as a slime.
I've heard of that. I've never watched it. I don't know if it's good or not. I know some of the openings on Anime Music Quiz. Shout out AMQ. Not sponsored.
Huh?
But yeah, you know, I think speaking of anime, we have a donation goal. Not stated on the thing, but one of our CTL community members, I remember, volunteered to draw a BL or GL manga if we got 300 donations. So excited to read that if it comes out. Yeah, we're doing donation goals this year because UBC esports stuff happened. Honestly, I don't know the details, so I won't go into it. But yeah. So UC Riverside down 14-1. How do you think they'd be feeling here? Yeah,
you know that one Homelander gift, bro. He's like.
No, and I get that, but I think
be a
also,
little bit.
Yeah, definitely be a bit stressed. But you could also think about it this way: those were UC Riverside's 2 lowest ranked players. They still have 2 X ranks to play, who can probably decisively win against UBC B's players, whoever they go against. And their last player, I believe, is Dragon Lene with the S- ranked player. Now, what matchup do you think they're looking to give Dragon Lene? Because I think Dragon Lene just has to claw together a victory somehow if they do want to win.
By the power of will and hope, I guess. I'm not too sure. It's gonna be hard, difficult.
Yeah, for sure. Just taking a quick look at UBC B's roster on the side here. And yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely a good play on UBC's part to send out their lowest ranked player earlier, so it would be hard for UC Riverside to get this win. Looks like the matchup has been decided. Snow Lucario versus Dragon Lene. This is the SS versus the S-. Definitely a winnable match for the S-, but again, an uphill battle. And depending on how this matchup goes, it could just effectively decide the round or decide the entire match.
I wish him luck. I wish him luck. And water.
BT Cannon now coming out from Snow Lucario.
I have
Again, you know, I haven't played too much Tetris, but
Dude.
how does the
garbage.
PCO feel, you know, in current year of Tetris League? Still use it a lot?
Honestly, I learned 2 things, TKI and PCO, and I just call it a day. So, like, in today, I think it's like better for canceling, because if you just send them, like, bro, there's so many plonkers in like higher ranks, bro. I swear, if you send them like a PC, they're just gonna like take what they have. Like they have like whatever it's called, stick spin or something. They have this like thing built up, and they just like they C-spin you, and then they just double Tetris you, and it's like cooked, and it's like, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
So I feel like you just use the cancel or build up right after. I don't think it's weaker, but it's not like a. You can still use it. In my opinion. I still like it. It's chill.
But speaking of C-spin openers, though, Dragon Lane able to cash out a lot on Snow Lucario's attack there. That C-spin, another Tetris coming in here, and Snow Lucario! This is the first point, again. UC Riverside really heavily on the back foot, only having taken 1 point in the first 2 rounds, but... So it is up to Dragon Lane to pull off kind of a miracle here, to be honest.
I agree.
Still another DT cannon from Snow Lucario. This opener...
Oh! Getting our first spin, all spin of today. A ice spin. I think
we saw like 1 or 2 more all spin, but not too many.
Sorry, my memory's bad.
All good. Honestly, yeah, I don't think you're probably expected to remember every single spin that happens over the course of a set.
Bro, my girlfriend calls me a goldfish, bro.
Short-term memory of 3 seconds, is it, for a goldfish? Is that the myth?
Sorry, what?
Like the goldfish has a short-term memory of 3 seconds or something. Is it a long-term memory?
What's a goldfish?
I don't remember, man.
So Lucario
1-1.
Getting 1 point. Is Dragon Lane the uphill battle? Or...
Yeah, it's definitely an uphill battle for Dragon Lane. It's the S- versus Snow Lucario of I think even a higher SS than Sean was in the last match. And these misdrops are not going to help. Again, Dragon Lane just has to perform well in this match in order to ensure the team's survival. Otherwise, I mean, the X ranks definitely, you still want to play for points since the point differential matters in the standings. Not going to look too good in terms of overall, like winning the match and having a good record for Swiss.
Okay.
Just taking the time to stack up a Tetris.
I feel like Lucario should start down stacking.
Definitely advisable, able to really easily access that Tetris garbage. Now both players back to being low on the board, and yeah, I mean, honestly, I think they're just chilling. Snow Lucario, again, did lose a point, but should be an expected victory to the side of UBC B at this point.
Both of them don't seem to be very heavy attackers. They're both pretty defensive, so it's like we're seeing a stalemate. It's like whoever is gonna like breathe too much at the top is gonna be the person who loses.
I think they definitely have a point there.
Snow Lucario is going on the offensive. Is he gonna freeze out the dragon?
A bit of a misdrop on Snow Lucario's side with that Dragon Lane. It's gonna survive just a bit longer. And yeah, I mean, if you look at the PPS, obviously Snow Lucario is up like 0.7 PPS. So you'd expect this route to, you know, end a lot faster, but Dragon Lane has been putting up the survival.
I feel like it's because Dragon Lane is doing what a lot of people, I guess, don't do when they're under pressure. I feel like Dragon Lane, maybe it's because they just play slow, like maybe it's intentional, but I think they're like plonking Snow Lucario's garbage, so it's like they don't have to play at as fast as the speed to survive. Because he's playing at like half the PPS, right? But he's still like surviving.
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of TL stats, Snow Lucario just is the faster player in TL, but you know, again, it does pay to be slow, and then maybe as the lower rank player, you can look for an opportunity to open a huge spike. Unfortunately, there, I think trying to do the build the opener way too fast and wasted the Z piece, the Z piece. Needed that for the C spin, so I think I topped out there. And yeah, if Dragon Lane can't win this match, it's gonna be really tough for the X ranks of the team to try to claw it back. We'll see.
I believe.
Pretty sizable well there as a Tetris. And Snow Lucario with a bad board state is gonna lose this.
Yo, the dragon's out of the egg, bro. This guy's. We might be seeing a 6-7. And,
hey, honestly, if it is a 6-7, probably obviously still want to go in Dragon Lane's way, but if you can get it to a tie, I think you can force a tiebreaker, no?
If it's a 6-7, then OSK has to donate 10 gifted.
I don't. Can you even donate subs to the UBC Sports channel? Like, where did these subs? Where would the money go? Maybe they need the funding. Maybe they need the funding.
So my tuition.
As a McMaster student.
Bro, I need it, bro. I need it so bad, bro.
Yeah, and Dragon Lane needs some pieces to downstack, but unfortunately is not going to be able to do so with that sequence. Snow Lucario now up by 2 points. Ideally, you know, Snow Lucario just closes it out here. If the points are not close at all, it's just a guaranteed victory. And I think considering they've dropped so many points early, I don't even know if I don't think UC Riverside can even win, even if they end this with a 6-7.
Oh, this is literally like fire versus snow. Snow versus dragons. Like dragons, they shoot like fire, right? I think. So like
they do.
Bro, that means that if you were a dragon and you came to Canada, you would like die because snow beats fire.
Maybe, I mean, if we're looking at like Pokemon types, you know, I think fire is effective against ice.
That's true.
I mean, I think someone asked in the chat earlier, what type is Snow Lucario? Because, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because my Pokemon knowledge is a bit rusty, but Lucario is a fighting steel type. But then you add snow to that, but Pokemon can only be 2 types, so...
What the gem alert, bro? You got some knowledge out here, bro. What the heck? Oh, wait, yo, do you have, Dude, when I was a kid, I used to love Pokemon. I think I had a Mega Charizard X? It was like the blue one. You know what I'm talking about? Pokemon X or Pokemon Y? I don't remember.
I think that's a Y. No, I think that's an X. I think that's X, yeah.
Are you a big Pokemon player?
Not really. I played a few of the old games on like DS. I feel like Platinum.
Oh.
Like that. Not too much gaming. Oh no, a big misdrop on Dragon Lane means not too much more gaming for Dragon Lane either. Snow Lucario takes this round, and with that, I think the point difference is
Canada on top.
A bit unsurmountable at this point.
Canada on top, bro. I'm joking, kind of. Who is next?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the X-Rank players left for UC Riverside, so...
okay.
But yeah, you know, even though at this point the points are completely in UBC B's flavor, you still gotta play the last 2 matches, because I'm sure the X-Rank players want to claw back this point differential, so their team has some better matchup for the next round of Swiss.
Mega Evolutions? Wait, what? Actually? Oh, I'm like 18. I'm talking like when I was like 9 or something. Charizard. It's like, you're right, Mega Charizard. X? No, Y.
I don't remember Mega Evolutions much, man. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
play,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I played some of them.
That's
Anyways,
exactly. Sorry.
yeah.
You-
We have the next match decided, and basically have the next two matches decided. So it'll be Colin YZ against Ethanol, and then the last match would be
Ooh.
Q against UBC's last player. But yeah, now it's the X rank players against the U rank players. So hopefully see some explosive attacks from side of UC Riverside. But you know, again, as a former UBC student, I'm excited to see how our U ranks are doing and how they'll do against opponents of much higher caliber.
Oh. Ooh. How's he gonna fix this? Oh, he's all spinning. Oh,
This is a funky spin. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Oh.
It's the donation, covers the well, but stacks fast enough to get the Tetris. Yeah, we're definitely
this
looking at
Colin guy.
someone.
Yo, this Colin guy's aura farming in the warm-up, bro.
Definitely sending a message in the warm-up, intimidating your opponent there, going all out.
Speaking of what people are sending, what is Cowboy SP setting in chat? Ethanol, if you win, I'll sit on. Huh? Sit on what, bro?
Cowbow. I'm just
Cowboy.
commentating with you, man.
Cowboy, more than Cowboy.
Cowbow was my commentator partner for much of the previous CPL, but he's mostly retired now. Yeah.
Yo, am I your new partner, bro?
I mean, how much you want to go into commentating? I don't think you're doing too poor of a job. And kind of just chilling.
For real? Yeah. I don't know. Commentating is pretty chill. It sounds like LeBron is here. On the other hand, if Diao was playing, I might be a little bit.
Commentating fast Tetris is always a challenge, right? Like, obviously, you can't describe everything that's happening on screen. There's not really much of a point to, because by the time you describe it, it's already happened. Like, if I were to describe, Colin YZ STSD, he's already sent it. That's not a big, well on the board.
Building up back-to-back is gonna build up again and then send more Tetris as a T-spin. He's gonna go for an STSD. He's going down for the single spin and then into a T-spin.
Yeah, it doesn't even need the follow-up T-spins there.
He's gonna go with TKI. He's gonna go TKI.
TKI been happening a lot. I think that's MS2 on Ethanol side of the board, but got a bit slowly. Not able to get to that guard again. Slowly gets to it now. To eyepieces in the queue.
Ethanol is in a little bit of trouble. He is playing much slower than Colin, but he's plonking, so he might be able to get a counter spike again.
Yeah, Colin had to use an eyepiece, and these pieces are just not good for Colin at all. Ethanol gonna be able to take this point here.
Colin is playing too aggressive, and he's sacrificing his board state, and that gives a chance for Ethanol to counter spike him, as he's not able to downstack the garbage in time.
Great observation there. And, you know, as UBC, even though you've already won, just as how UC Riverside probably wants to minimize the point differential by winning these next two matches, you also want to maximize the point differential. Because if the point differential is higher, odds are you get easier opponents. And it does factor into some of the end of season ranking stats, so something you do want to watch out for. A big attack from Colin and a horrible misdrop on Ethanol's side means that Colin goes up 3-1 in this matchup.
It's gonna start with PCO, I think. Oh, never mind.
Hockey spin on Colin's side.
Did they both do hockey spin? Ethanol has a big back-to-back, but it's not enough. Colin is able to downstack in time.
Yeah, neither player really with a great board state. I'd say Ethanol opens it up, but still has a bit of cheese on the bottom of the board.
Ethanol has he's building up. If Colin doesn't get down on time, he might die here.
This is an awkward Z piece. Wastes a bit of time trying to spin it. So yeah, Colin is able to survive this attack. Oh no! Look at that misdrop on Colin's side of the board. That T. But again, Ethanol
is cheesed. Ethanol is cheesed.
Yeah, no way to get out of that. But again, Colin taking a lot of time to clear this misdrop. He's gonna finally be able to clear it, but again, it's just cheese on both players' boards, so no attack really from either one. I think Oh, with the T-spin single, they're gonna take this one.
$41, but I got 41 calls.
41. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if we'll see any 6-7 this time around. All clear on call side of the board. I wasn't really watching the opener, but here we go. I think this is someone who knows their openers. Another all clear.
What is this guy's blitz rank? What is this guy's blitz rank, bro?
Check this guy's blitz rank. Check this
Oh, it's 80. It's 80, of course, bro. Of course, it's 80.
80th in the world, by the way.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Very
11th
good.
in the US. And still using hockey speed.
That's how you know it's good.
I blitz players use it, but okay, never mind. The hockey spin slander we'll have to continue after immediately losing to Ethanol with that opener.
Hockey spin might be Dookie, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't say that, man. Oh no, Ethanol misdropped the C-spin opener. That's not what
you
wanted to get it all clear.
I'm gonna get DDoS by the hockey spin lovers, bro.
Yeah, the hockey spin mafia will be there shortly. Don't worry.
They're gonna be at my door.
It's okay. Well, we'll finish out the set maybe. I mean, MS2.
Maybe.
Another misdrop on the MS2 spins the T instead of the Z piece. It is so.
The pressure is getting to him, and he loses.
And yeah, I mean, 7-2. Pretty good game from Colin, but well played on Ethanol's side to take those 2 points. And yeah, I mean,
Colin might be smurfing. Colin might be smurfing.
There really isn't much smurfing you need to do in CTL when you can see each other's ranks.
But what if you play J-Estrus and your rank is like SS, but you're like a X rank in Tetris?
I mean, I think it's like TL is always a bit inaccurate in terms of like showing your rank, but I think because the requirements are you need to have played 10 games in the past month, and surely your Glyco would kind of normalize when you do play 10 games.
Not true. Like I know a guy. Okay, I don't actually know him, but I know him on Tetris, and his name is Coco Reimu. This guy is 100% X rank level, but he has 500 TR.
just like a griefing.
Yes, bro. I think he's been banned before, but imagine if he joined CTL. Like, he played 10 games, he maybe like shot up to like E-, and then he played CTL. It's like I would destroy everybody.
Oh yeah. Final matchup here: QQ Shah and EN9044. EN9044. I don't drink water. Is this allowed?
Sorry, bro. That is not something good to say. It
No
might
water.
be over. Best of luck.
I don't know, man. I think if you take a look at this match and you see how many wins the people that drink water won and how many wins the people that don't drink water won, I don't know. Maybe you'll find a pattern. But maybe a bit early to say that. Still haven't watched the warm up for this match yet. QQ Show.
Excuse my political views, but I think that I am pro water. I'm not. I'm pro water personally.
I feel like that's an agreeable opinion, being in favor of water. I think if there was no water, it would be bad for the world.
Dude, some of the anti-water people are like kind of crazy. Can't lie. Ooh,
What are you drinking
nice
if you don't
spike.
drink water?
Orange juice. Dude, you know what XQC drinks, bro? This guy drinks literally nothing. This guy is drinking like acid, bro.
Like
It was
just-
so
just
bad that
white
when he tried
monsters.
Yes, no, there was this one time in his stream where, or at least I saw a clip, and he was drinking water, and he was like, how does anybody drink this? Because he literally doesn't brush his teeth, and he just drinks Monster all the time. So whenever he drinks water, he's just tasting his own breath.
That is crazy. Yeah. I mean, I remember the clips when XTC tried to play Tetris, he was getting destroyed. So I think there's a correlation here, man. There's a correlation between drinking water and winning Tetris matches. Now, obviously, Ian, despite not drinking water, is putting up a good defense here, having survived
That is
over a
true.
minute against an X-Ray.
Unfortunately, I think he has cursed himself. Although I hope that he finds an antidote.
Yeah, maybe take a sip of water. Maybe it's like a training weight, you know. He finally takes a sip of water and then he suddenly jumps up 5,000 glyco in terms of skill.
It's just Tetris steroids, bro. Good for your brain and good for your fingers. The more water you drink, the better you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a big surge of power. Speaking of surge, though, back-to-back 13 on Q2's board, and this warm-up sends it.
Oh my!
And the follow-up attacks ends the warm-up. Had enough
Almost
of that from
one APP.
That was a warm-up, by the way.
The amount of lines that Kusha backwards is 6'9". Just a statement.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I should have received 20 less. Then you could have made the joke that it's relevant to the week.
Oh, you mean 6'7"?
Yeah. I don't think we're seeing any 6-7 in this match, unfortunately. None of them have been particularly close. I mean, who knows? I think Ian. I think this is like, yeah, it's a 1,000 TR gap, but you definitely make up for it.
Honestly, life is a journey, and this guy's life is gonna be on a journey right now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see who wins this journey in the end. Both players about to be ready. I mean, Ian, if he drinks some water, man, I'm telling you.
Water?
5 million TR.
5 million? That's still not enough, bro.
What would you do if you had 5 million TR?
I'd coach people for like $1,000. I'd make a YouTube channel where I give hints and I'd be like a Tetris guru and be like, yo, if you want to learn how to be good like me, just give me like half your salary and I'll make you like me. But then I'll just like give them a link to like Caboozle. Or not, I mean,
just pretend you're a different Tetris player.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look at this match. I mean, had Kikucha on the ropes for a bit, but not a much better
breaking
position.
back to back. Ian playing higher APM by quite a bit actually. Kusha having a good setup. Board states are pretty even.
Defensively, nothing too crazy here. We missed up on the inside, but nothing too hard to fix. But not really much back to back during this process. Kusha is going for a standard 9-0. Again in the position of
nice.
UBC Riverside. Probably just want to take these matches as cleanly as possible, not drop too many points. Not try anything too crazy.
Ian has a lot of cleaning.
Oh.
Ian has a lot of counter spike. Oh, but Ian isn't garbage. Cheese.
Look at the cheese race on Kusha's side of the board. Man. This is really tough to get through in the time. But now Ian at the very bottom of the board. No attack, but Kusha. Misdrop from Ian. Finally finds the T-spin there too. Win the first point. Again, these U-ranks fighting back against
this guy. Well, this guy might just be top 100 on cheese rates on JS Strip.
The 1-8 stack.
Ian garbage cheese up by his own blocks. Misdropping again. Oh man, pressure's getting to him.
Pretty hard to deal with. Kusha finds a nice T-spin with the S-spin there. Evens the score to 1-1.
Ian's realizing that he can actually beat this guy, and the pressure and the realization is too much for him. Oh my. Oh. If he breaks, he might just top him out. Or never mind.
I mean, just look at the stats, right? I feel like Ian's the one playing this matchup much more aggressively. Kyusha. And he is fighting these back-to-backs, but not able to find any that actually kills him. Meanwhile, Kyusha catches out the surge there and gonna be able to take this round.
Actually, I think that Ian is kind of in like this sweet spot where you're like, you are like, when you're playing against an aggressive player, but you're like a little bit like, I don't know, like you're like a little bit of a lower rank, but you're in the sweet spot where you're able to counter spike them consistently.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like you're playing a plonker. So it's like he's good enough to be an X rank if he just plonks, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, counter spiking is definitely one of the main ways you can beat someone who has much higher AP than you.
Yeah.
Especially again, if they send like a opener spike, you have your own C-spin opener above it, you realize the garbage quickly in. Bit of a misdrop on the opener earlier, and now is allowing Kyusha to build up a huge back-to-back. Back-to-back 10 now. Breaks it because the stack is unfavorable, and actually it's not going to kill Ian, so threat neutralized there. Both players building some T-spins up on the board, trying to maintain pressure on their opponent, but Ian's board much more pressure than Kyusha's. Way up at the top with some cheese, but is able to get through it, actually. Nice S-spin there to clean up the rest of the debris.
This match is so intense that I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, it's just very, very enthralling.
Oh, survival. Oh, unfortunately not.
Yeah, the sequence there, not good enough for Ian to get out, but yeah, I think this matchup is a lot closer than you would imagine from, X-Rank versus U-Rank, but a misdrop of the opener on Ian's side. Kyusha looking over for some timing there.
It's like Kyusha is just like good enough to win, but the matches themselves are very close.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Kyusha playing safe, I would say.
Ian has a very good stack.
Going for like a pretty standard 7-2, keeping up with the back-to-back, but breaks the surge now. Kyusha
still was able to
still maintain the surge, breaks it now. Will still be able to use it as an attack, but it's such a clean amount of garbage on Ian's side of the board.
He's a little bit cheesed. I don't know if he's able to go down.
Yeah, this is looking like a tough situation to get out of.
41.
Now up 3 points.
Again.
4-1.
Do you know what 41 means, though?
Not really.
That's okay.
Is it similarly as Never mind. Let's focus on the match here. Ian with the back-to-back now, back-to-back 8, back-to-back 9, but I don't think they're really in a
He's
position
about to break it.
Has to use the surge defensively. Oh, that's a rough misdrop.
I felt that in my bones.
I feel like out of any misdrop, misdrops are the worst. Like,
Are you... Wait. Why did bro say water is not a drug? Is he tuning into the stream? Can you hear us right now? I'm telling you, bro. You might be winning, but imagine if Ian started drinking water. I think it might be over.
Yeah, like it would be a wave of AP and going for kind of a really high upstack there. They tap like Kyusha.
Down stack.
I mean, they're just such a good player. You can tell by the fast and effective down stacking being done here, and still finding the spikes on top of it. Ian actually, though, I'd say the board is looking quite favorable. Give the 9-0 stack.
Dude, call Kyusha a chud the way he eats cheese, bro. Oh my god.
I don't even And a bit of a S misdrop. I think Ian probably could have continued to play aggressively for the kill. It must have been a misdrop, and now himself in a tough spot here. And yeah, too much stalling on that placement means he can't reach the eye. Kyusha up 6-1. Here we go. I mean, unless Ian can bring this back to a tied match, I don't think we're gonna get any
6-7
lead. Good canceling there from being able to mitigate a bit of future stamp stack garbage, but that's not looking too good in terms of board state now. Has a hole in the board. There's a J spin to clear, but no.
GG, bro.
Yeah, just some, not even a major attack, just a few sends there. Puts Ian to the top of the board in that position, and Kikuchi gonna take this one, so final score looking like it's a 17-24 in favor of UBC.
Is this still tieable?
I mean, that was the last match, so no.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, well played from all players. I think UBC, it was a really smart drafting decision to send out Grandfather's Oil early, so that I'd say UC Riverside's best chance of winning is kind of neutralized, because, again, I think their best bet would have been to have the third best player play against Grandfather's Foil and try to go for a win, but well played in the draft on that end, and then well played to all the players. I think they all played well despite the rank differences in a lot of the matches. A+ players were able to take some points, U-rank players were able to take some points against X-ranks, so...
Bro, for the touch up there, bro, consider drinking water.
Yeah, honestly, like, UC Riverside is lucky that Ian did not tap into the water, because it could have been scary. But yeah, looking around, I don't know if we're still doing. Do we still do player interviews for? Did anyone want to be interviewed? Is that a thing we still do?
Does anybody want to get interviewed by me? And Dobie, the GOAT. I'm the GOAT's what's it called, disciple right now. He's teaching me.
Yeah. What's it called when like a
Yo.
What's a young goat called?
A cub? Wait.
No, that's like a bear. It's not like a lamb, right? Lambs are sheep.
Wait. Oh, it's literally called a kid, bro. It's literally called a kid, bro.
Oh, a kid, yeah.
I eat my kids.
Pause.
I eat my kids' cheese, bro. Wait, no. I'm sorry.
Okay. If you want to interview, can they see the pending interview channel? I can probably drag. Wants to be interviewed. Grandfather's Oil. Oh my god.
Grandfather's oil.
Okay, there's like two.
Yo,
can you join
what?
that pending interview chat? There's like too many chats in between here. Okay, thank you. I can drag you.
Oh my
Yo.
goodness.
Grandfather's Oil.
Wow.
GPS. How are we doing? Haven't talked to you in a while.
Yes, no, it's great to get to talk to my alumni Doey and amazing caster as well.
Is that me?
Yeah.
You know, I heard some of your one-liners today. Yeah, I think you're getting up in the casting scene.
Yeah, fledgling caster.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna take over, bro. I'm gonna name this collegiate team Collegiate Tetris League of Jebion. That's gonna be the name in a couple years.
Yeah. No, I think your best one-liner today was after the 5 matches you asked, so can they tie?
Yo,
That's great.
That was intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah, intentional.
Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about the match there against UC Riverside? I think your drafting definitely helped you get ahead there in terms of points. Did you put a lot of thought into that?
Oh yes, our team had a mini draft document that got prepared, of which I didn't read at all because, you know, if someone else is preparing that, then you just ride the wave. So when they saw that the top players were like booted off and they didn't ban me, Ethanol sent me in. And then that was it.
Definitely smart play on that side. You know, I think it's pretty cool how we finally have two teams at UBC. I didn't even think we had enough Tetris players for that in the previous year.
Yes. Well, we did have enough Tetris players for that in the previous year, but I think both of our teams are stronger this year because
Right, yeah.
Of our added organizing team finally being on A team. Shout out to Clue, who's playing in 13 minutes.
Oh yeah, their match is happening soon, right?
Yes, at 4:30.
How do you think about UBC's chances this year in terms of podium?
I think we're 3rd seed, so
we're 4th.
Oh, I think we're 4th seed, so maybe we can show up to quarterfinals. Maybe top 2, but I predict the money will be going to UCLA again this year. So.
Yeah, they're definitely looking strong, but I definitely think 2nd and 3rd are worth fighting for sure.
Yes.
And who knows? Maybe some freak accident could happen. Maybe UCLA could I don't know, could like snow really hard. Their hands could be really cold during the match.
Yes. Finally, now that the CTL badges are in place, the UBC organizing team also getting to be on the podium would be amazing. I'm rooting for our UBCA team.
Great stuff for sure. Beyond, did you have any questions about anything? It's fine if you don't.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
All good.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thank you.
Wait. Congrats on the win.
Yes. You're picking things up really fast.
Good stuff.
Congrats on the win.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Any final words for the stream?
Thank you to my fans. I saw you guys in the chat. I'll remember you guys because this is probably the last stream the UBC B is gonna show up on. so thank you guys.
Right. Yeah, well, thanks for coming to the interview, and congrats to everyone on the UBC team for winning this match. Definitely well-fought victory.
Yes.
All right. Was there anyone from UC Riverside that wanted to talk about the match? Or if not, then I guess we can go to break soon. Let me just check the chat here. Yeah, I mean, I think this, again, a lot of matches where there was one player that was really strong, one player that was weaker, but they were definitely still exciting to watch. Especially the last two matches with the U ranks, they were keeping up quite a bit. All right, and we have a QQ shot from UC Riverside in the pending interview, so drag them in here. Hello, QQ shot.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I can't even find this channel. Oh, a secret channel.
It's a secret channel where we do commentary. Very
Oh.
Yeah, our secret commentary tactics.
Our little cave. You're in a cave right now.
Whoa. My first time here.
Yeah, exciting.
Yes.
And it's also UC Riverside's first time in being in CTL, as far as I know. How's your experience been so far?
It's been great. I've never been able to find people who play Tetris at my school.
Oh yeah? How'd you put together your team there? Like, did you was it like with the was it the banner ad that helped, or did you just like find people? Because there's a lot of different ways that teams have been able to like put together a squad in the university.
The banner ad reminded me it was happening again, but I found some people just mentioning Tetris in our esports chat.
Oh yeah?
I reached out and we made a poster with the esports organization at our school. So we found enough people to form a team this year.
Yeah. Always great to see, people get their local Tetris communities going. That's one of the main goals we had way back when we started CPL. in terms of the match, how did it feel? Obviously, things didn't go completely your way, but I think it was definitely clawed some points back there. Did you plan out for the drafting and banning at all?
We did plan for the drafting, and we were running simulations with a good old mini-max algorithm. But the idea was we want to send all of our lower 3 into the S and S pluses of UBC B, because that way we have maybe a chance if we can somehow claw 8 points in total from there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Again, I think it's always an uphill battle when you look at some of these team comps, but yeah, I mean, I think it was well fought. I think even though some of the matches were would be projected to be stomps based on what you saw, I think even your A+ ranked players, I think they fought back well and played defensively, so it was still fun to watch.
Yeah.
Do you do any training with your team at all, like your lower
We
ranked players?
have. We did a fairly long session of some 3 hours on Friday and a bit more on Saturday. So it's been fun trying to train lower ranks and do coaching pretty much.
Yeah.
You guys should train your finger speed by getting a chopstick and doing this, bro. Bro, I'm good at this, holy. That's how you become next rank.
Yeah, well, we're coming up on the time here, so thank you for joining us for the interview. Nice talking to you and hearing about the process. Did you have anything else you wanted to say for the stream?
I would say I had the most fun interacting with Colette before the match today.
oh yeah, I was kind of peeping in that thread. There was definitely some stuff going on there. But glad we got it working. And yeah, well, once again, thank you for joining us for the interview, and you have a great rest of the weekend.
You too. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, and with that, we will be probably preparing for the next match. I believe on stream it will be Columbia versus UCSB. Fortunately, Javion, you will not be joining me for this match. We just commentating the first slot. Yeah, but did you have any thoughts on the commentary before we cut to the next
on this commentating?
Yeah, how was the experience?
I can't lie, it was fun. You should get more people from the audience to become commentators.
Yeah,
and Dowie is the GOAT. Dowie is the GOAT. If he was bread, I'd eat it.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
no, not
hey,
like that.
I mean, anyone in the audience, if you want to volunteer for some commentary, let the organizers know. And I guess with that, we will cut to a break before we come back with the Columbia versus UCSB match in a couple minutes. We'll see everyone on stream later. match coming up. I am one of your commentators, Doey. See you for the last match, and now here with me is where am I pointing?
To the... Wait, is your camera flipped? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. You can introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Ethanol. I was the one with the really bad Wi-Fi yesterday, but it's okay today, so I will not be randomly disconnecting mid-commentary anymore.
Great to hear, great to hear. And you just played in the match that was on stream. How was that experience?
Yeah, that was fun. I think some of our players were a little nervous just knowing that they were on stream. You could sort of see them playing really fast and doing a lot of skimming, and they're like, oh, this guy's a little nervous. But I think most of our players managed to like lock in after a few rounds, so that was fine.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of your team members definitely played really well. How's the experience playing against the X Rank on stream?
I need a new pair of pants. Yeah, that was rough, dude.
Hey, but I mean, I think getting any points against someone who's higher ranked than you is
That's true. That's true.
Right?
I'm content with my like two points.
Yeah, for sure. I guess we'll be looking at how the points shake up with this matchup between Columbia and UCSB here. A bit of a bigger seed gap in terms of the players compared to the match we just had. The last one was 32 and 33. This one is 36 and 43. So how do you think this one will go?
I think it'll be up to UCSB to do some very, very high brain strategy, because both teams have a super wide range of skill. UCSB has like top player SS, bottom player A+, and Columbia has like top player X, bottom player B+. So some absolutely insanely unbalanced teams here. So it's going to leave a lot of room for strategizing, which I think is going to be the interesting part.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be interesting to see, how they deal with the X-rank player. I think, a lot of the teams will just go for, sacrifice your lowest rank player to the X-rank player. But, now that we have the ban system with on our blind pick, I think you could definitely shake up the drafting a bit.
Definitely, yeah. It will make things a lot more interesting.
As these teams begin to plan out their bans and picks, if you feel like it, can you share some of the drafting strategy that you guys were thinking of in your last match?
Oh yeah, so we realized that because they had like their two X ranks, they could pretty much decide who gets counterpick and who doesn't get counterpick. So it was super crucial for us on first draft to absolutely avoid our lowest player fighting against their mid player, like their third highest. That was like the one crucial matchup, and if that happened, things would have been a lot more, a lot closer. But I was kind of surprised when they didn't ban our lowest player and we were allowed to send them in, because being able to force Grandfather Soil versus Dragon Lene was a very good chance for them, because Dragon Lene, I looked at their gameplay and they're like a stick main, as I'm sure people also saw on stream, which Grandfather Soil was kind of weak to. So yeah, I was quite shocked when they didn't force Grandfather Soil to play against Dragon Lene, because I think they did have the resources to do that.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some value to be had in terms of maybe if you're willing to spend the time to look at the individual members of your opponent team and look at the replays and see how they play, and consider like, oh, this player really likes to do 9-0. They might be weak to really explosive openers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I would say though, I think that might be more of a thing in like lower ranks for lower ranked players. I feel like the higher you get, the less individual decisions matter, and most players are just trying to play well. But I think it's still worth looking into for sure. And obviously, it did help you out in terms of planning out for your draft that game.
That's true. Yeah, not so much gameplay variation or gameplay style variation at the higher ranks. I think, yeah, if you have like SS or below players, it is important to analyze their game style rather than just look at their TR.
Definitely. And yeah, like you mentioned, Colombia is has a much bigger gap in terms of what the players are going to be good at. Obviously, we have the X rank in Calci, but we also do have the B plus rank in. How would I pronounce this? Kiki? I'd probably just say Kiki in the actual cast, but yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a challenge in terms of how you want to utilize these players. Do you want to send Kiki into his doom against whoever the other highest ranked player is, or do you want to maybe try to score some points against their A ranks?
I think it would definitely be a good idea to sack your lowest players against their highest players. You're trying to create that sort of like situation where you just managed to get like your highest 3 against their bottom 3, of course. But easier said than done when you don't have the luxury of counterpick everywhere. I think we'll probably be seeing a return of like the loss win strategy if that comes up.
Yeah, and we'll see if there are any close matches, because we'll see if any players will end up using their buying the counterpick strat. Have you ended up having to use that at all, or has it just been pretty generic gameplay? I mean, it's only been like a week into the CTL, so we only had one more match.
No, we have not done any buy counterpick yet. I actually hardly see that mechanic ever being used. I think it's there to like make throwing look a little less bad, because sometimes it is advantageous to lose, like if you want to lose round 3 or something like that. But yeah, I can't say I've ever used that mechanic.
Yeah, I definitely think if you have a good enough point lead, you don't really need to necessarily buy the counterpick unless you need, like, obviously you need to swing the advantage back to your favor because you think you can't win without it. But yeah, I don't really see it that often. Obviously, if you like 7-0, 7-1 your first 2 points, you're not really going to be looking to do that at all. If the third match also isn't super close, because like obviously in the last round, right, you won the match. I think it was like a 7-2 or 7-3. I think it was a 7-2. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to throw away that for a 6-7.
Yeah,
so
definitely
to speak.
not. Yeah. Oh, wait, what'd you say there?
Just the amount of points that the winning team gets when they win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, okay. I'm gonna be completely honest, man. Who came up with this 6-7 week thing? Like, how are you really supposed to?
Dude,
This was a donation reward.
Yeah, I think this reward genuinely made people commentate less.
This is like a donation punishment, honestly. Like, who came up with this?
Yeah. I don't know. It's okay. It's all in good fun. I think the best use of Brain Rot is like when you can just rage bait people with it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any use of Brain Rot, it's that. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
I've always wondered this because again, I haven't played that much Tetris lately, but like how big is how big is 6-7 when there's people getting into tiebreaker situation on TL? Like do people play TL in the lounge and then when they get a tiebreaker they like say the points?
I've never seen it. No, I think we're too old to make 6-7 jokes.
I mean, clearly not, because.
Well, okay, I have to now because like people literally paid for this. They paid for it, right? It was what was it?
Yeah, it's true.
Donation incentive. That's not a small amount of money.
I mean, maybe they paid for this, but like, who really want?
Who really wants it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I really want to hear the casters say 6-7. No, honestly though, like, if it comes up, I'll say it. I feel like in my daily
Yeah.
life I've been trying to avoid the sequence of number 6, 7. You know, like I think
Dude,
if no, like if I'm thinking about like a range of numbers, but like the range I would say is like 6, 6, 7. You know, sometimes I'll say like I'll try to go for 6 to 8 instead. And I'm trying to cleanse myself.
dude, it's so unfortunate that they're like sequentially one after the other. So like if you're counting, you'll say 6, 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, looks like the players have, or sorry, looks like both teams have finished their blind ban, so they'll be getting into their first pick soon. Let me see here. Looks like Columbia has banned Kelsey and Kiki from UCSB, and UCSB has banned
Or the other way
oh,
around.
wait, no, other way around. Sorry. Yes, UCSB banned Kelsey and Kiki, and then Columbia banned Soccer, D-Man, and Blue Peach 81. So that's...
I think those are the mid-rank players, or mid-rank players from Columbia, or from UCSB, that were just banned.
that is actually
the
UCSB's
higher
top
players.
2 players. Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading some of these users wrong, but yeah, Columbia, or UCSB rather, elected to ban their top player and their bottom player. What do you think about that?
I'm not so. I don't know. I can't say I've given this this matchup any thought in terms of strategy because I was more focused on mine. But banning the top and bottom player is kind of an interesting idea. I guess it's because it ensures that you'll probably be going against a player of like a more predictable skill level by taking out the top and the bottom players. But yeah, I honestly can't say I'm sure what they're going for here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like they want to basically know when they would be facing against these players. It's definitely something you can leverage, having a super high rank player and a super low rank player in your team. You can throw your highest rank player out against someone who's really strong, throw your lowest rank player against, or other way around, sorry, highest rank player against someone who's really strong, lowest rank player against the strongest person that your highest rank player can't beat. But yeah, it's probably to maintain a more predictable match. And speaking of match, here we go. The blind picks have been locked in for both teams, and it's looking like a really close matchup here. Daniel 35489 versus B Sauce.
Okay, both of these very similar ranked players at S+. They both have almost the same verses. They just have like 10 difference in verses.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's
even
gonna
then,
be very
I feel like, you know, versus score and even these stats, they're just things that can really vary up in past 10 games. So who knows? I think there could be a 6-7 here.
Definitely, yeah.
We
This is going to
could
be
make
a
it.
very coin flip match.
Yeah, I mean, getting into this warm up, seeing what these players are doing. B Sauce with the DT Cannon, Daniel with just a pretty standard, I'd say, 6-3 stack. 6-3. Honestly, I think we're very lucky that the Tetris board is not a 14 loss. Then we can make a 6-7 stack.
Dude, why are these players so fast? What? Dude, this guy's supposed to be like S+, and he's playing at, okay, Daniel's playing at like 2.7 PPS. Dude, what happened to this game, bro?
I mean, Daniel's average PPS on Tetra League is 2, and B Sauce's is 1.8. I think it's just, you know, early on, when you're early on in the match, obviously you have your opener, you can get it out fast, but could also be nerves as a factor. Both players frantically trying to place pieces as soon as they can. Kind of stuff, you know, leads to infinite down stacking, but it is what it is. And yeah, seeing a repeat of the warm-up here. Ignore the miss drop on Daniel's side. This is another DT cannon from B Sauce and a 6-3 stack from Daniel.
Okay, Daniel right now has good chance to make use of this well, and I think they are. Esau's really under a lot of pressure now. I think that's it. Oh wait, they're alive. Wait,
So
where'd it
there's
go?
some-
Oh wait, no, they're dead.
Yeah, doing some down stacking, but I was gonna say the piece sequence and the place the pieces were going was a bit risky, and Daniel was able to finish him off. But just continuing the attack. Is that a BT cannon on Vsauce's side? Kind of had to bail out of it, but I feel like I don't really see that opener anymore. You know. So, I don't know if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
opening this day and age.
Oh yeah, this guy knows ball. He knows BT cannon.
I just remember like really long ago seeing those BT cannon loops on Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I was like, wow, this is probably the most broken strategy in the game. And then not considering how like, you know, you send one line, it makes the PC move, and it's all over the
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how openers have evolved over the years. They're just so ridiculously strong now.
Yeah. It is, I don't know, I think it's interesting what kind of things this game will have done to try to make openers slightly weaker. Like, isn't there like the canceling system?
Oh yeah,
If you
the
cancel early
double
on.
cancel. Yeah, double cancel in the first two bags.
For sure. It probably helps mitigate the really strong openings in a match. Yeah, I mean, this match is, I think, I definitely imagine it's probably the closest one we'll get today. We'll get a blind pick, two people with similar rank, but Daniel just pulling out slightly ahead here in the early match. I mean, I do think Daniel is the slightly higher ranked player by about 500 TR. So it is kind of expected, but it's unexpected there's 4 wide on Vsauce's side.
Not quite gonna find the multiplier though.
Multiplier in
But
V, but still putting on the pressure. But Daniel does have the big back-to-back here, building back 8 sends the surge. Vsauce is forced to down stack. Has a T-shaped hole, but no T.
That was perfectly cancelled by Vsauce there. I think one thing of note here, as you said earlier, was that there's going to be a lot of infinite down stacking, and I do see a little bit of that.
Definitely seeing it on
Okay,
Vsauce's
both
side, but Daniel, I mean, look at the PPS there. He's playing at 2.5 still, maintaining that throughout this mid-game. As we enter the minute mark here, Vsauce has dropped to 1.8, and a lot of missed shots on that side of the board just constantly, especially during this round. Against Daniel's
that's
the third
rough.
match.
Yeah,
I think you can definitely feel
gotta
the
be
hurt, you know.
Yeah, it's gotta be super rough playing at such a speed gap here.
I would definitely imagine, you know, I don't know what I was going to say, but major misdrop on both sides of the board, actually. So yeah, as I interrupt myself, but they're down stacking, they're figuring out their way out, but yeah, like I said, nerves are definitely a factor, and I do think when you have a match this close, you do want to keep it close, right? And whenever someone does start to get off to a lead in a match that you feel like should be close, it can definitely be a bit nerve-wracking. Especially in TL,
Definitely.
obviously. I'm sure you've experienced, like, you get someone who's almost exactly your rank, and then suddenly you're off to, like, a 5-point lead, and you're like, oh, am I cooked? Am I... do I even deserve this rank? But...
You start to question everything, yeah.
yeah, I mean, both players did have major misdrops there, and... there was a lot of cheese on Daniel's side of the board, but he's able to clean it up, so... probably going to get back to this lead in the game, but... yeah, neither
Yeah, I
player
hope
really
that
doing any
these-
major spikes.
I hope that these players aren't too concerned with the fact that they're on stream right now, because they could be thinking that, oh, I'm on stream, and then they like start shaking.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely can be like a unexpected factor, though. The fact that you are on stream. I don't know if it affected your gameplay at all. Like you said, like some of the players on UBC B were a bit nervous that they were on stream. So
Yeah, I might have been a little nervous too, but I think I was mostly fine, because at that point I knew that the match didn't really matter.
oh yeah, of course. I think it's like when. I wonder if it's like if you're against an opponent that you know you can't really beat, the pressure's kind of off. Like you're just like you're fine with like just thinking, oh, I'm gonna do my best, and however many points I get, I'll happily cherish them.
For real.
Alright, but let's see if Vsauce can find a way to cherish this series of misdrops that Daniel had made earlier. Has the T-spin now, but spent so much time getting through that attack. Both players with a similar PPS. Daniel now in a much more stable board state, and I think it's Vsauce now who's a lot of infinite down stacking and wasting the eye there can be fatal. Daniel just needs to play a bit faster when he reaches an attack, but and okay, that J misdrop for sure is fatal.
Oh man. Yeah,
And like I said, similar rank, but your opponent's up 5-0. But what are you? It's probably running through your mind right now. How can I claw this back?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think what Daniel needs is I think what Vsauce needs is just 1 point, like that one little point of reassurance that to say that hey, you can take rounds off this guy. There's light at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah, I think, a lot of people will talk about the momentum of the match, and I feel like momentum is such a real concept, and speaking of momentum, Vsauce finally taking that point. Maybe shifting some of that momentum into his favor.
Yeah, Daniel stacked so many pieces over there well there. That was a very unwinnable situation.
I think something interesting to observe about this player is I think Vsauce, I've seen a lot of openers come out on that side of the board, but I think Daniel's been very consistent with the 6-3 this entire set. And I think it's been working out for him quite well.
Oh my gosh. I think, yeah, it helps. Obviously, it helps to have such a good speed advantage, but they're also using all the clean from Vsauce's opener to just spike right back.
For sure. Okay, I mean, as I say that, I think this is like the first time Daniel did not do a 6-3. I don't know if it was a misdrop or what, but just a bit of infinite down stacking instead.
Yeah, that was like 8-1 opener. Why don't you open with 8-1?
But yeah, I mean, again, I think, just observing Daniel's speed and I dare say confidence playing this game, just playing very well here and constantly finding Vsauce in these tough situations.
Definitely, yeah.
And yeah, a lot of
I would like
triples and stuff.
Okay, I think Daniel finally has a chance to build up something here. We're gonna see if they can convert this into a win.
This is a very nice 3-6 well here from Daniel. As I say that, a bit of a misdrop, but nothing you can't fix with a bit of a J-spin. Manages to send that one out before having to stack down, but there it is, and taking a 7-1 with such a close match is huge for Colombia.
Yeah. A beautiful misdrop fix at the end there, allowing them to preserve their stack and keep making use of the clean garbage that Vsauce was sending. Pretty decisive victory here. I can't say I thought it was going to be a lot closer, but I think what was it? Daniel's speed really played out here.
Yeah, I definitely think especially being fast means obviously you stack faster, but it also means that when your opponent does misdrop, you can take advantage of that. And yeah, I don't know if it was the nerves or whatever, but Vsauce definitely looked a bit off their game in that round, but still able to take up a point, still played well as they could have, but yeah, very decisive win there from Daniel. And if you're Colombia, you got to be feeling good about that, especially with the blind pick situation they had.
Definitely, yeah. Colombia is off to a very happy start here.
Yeah, I think on the other side, though, if you're UCSB, probably feeling a bit unfortunate about that being on the back foot, but still a very winnable game if they leverage the rest of their players well. Obviously, Colombia has their X rank, who's probably very unbeatable, but they do still have two other, I believe. What are the ranks of their other players? They're around S plus ish level.
The other Colombia players are SS, S plus, and B plus.
There should be one more, right? Oh, aside from the X, yeah.
Aside from the X, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, still very beatable for UCSB if they leverage their draft smartly, but well, they do have counterpick this time around, so we'll see if they decide to go for anything here.
They do, yeah. It's definitely not over. They're set up to set up a loss win here if they can pull that off.
Yeah, very
Okay, looks like
generally ideal scenario.
looks like Colombia has sent out Kiki, the lowest player for Colombia. I would expect UCSB to respond with their other lowest Intel 06 now.
Yep, just looking for some confirmation here on the matchups being sent. Probably switch to the player screen.
Looks like they're taking a bit of time to decide. Maybe they're debating whether to send like Intel or XX Zendex because they're both A+.
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously as Colombia here, it would be bad to send out your X-Rank player because then it would be the easiest sack in the world. But you also probably don't want to send out your lowest ranked player, right? Because if you send out your lowest ranked player, then low-key, you can send out like a mid-ranked player on UCSB's side, and UCSB gets 7-0, and it's really hard for you to deal with. So
That's true,
yeah,
yeah.
I see they have a player that's unready, but I doubt this is their actual plan. Oh wait, no, it is. They're sending out their B+ players, so we'll see how UCSB responds to this. And I think there's definitely a few ways you can handle this, right? If you do send out your lowest ranked player against their lowest ranked player, you also want to make sure your lowest ranked player can make it worth, right? Like you want to make sure that player can 7-0. Because
yeah.
otherwise you obviously lose the opportunity to sack said player against a higher ranked player. And yeah, they're going for it. They have confidence in their A+ player to sack or to do well against the B+ player.
Yeah, not sending quite their lowest player, but their second lowest player. So maybe they just wanted a bit of like extra insurance for that.
Yeah, I mean, their A+s are similar in rank, but yeah, definitely still playing around the fact that the X rank player exists. And
yeah. Actually, this decision makes a lot of sense because they're trying to get a win here and then a loss later, so that means they would send Intel out.
yeah, very likely. But I'm not quite keeping track of the points, but maybe there's a way to leverage the 6-7 rule. I dare say. Oh, a big misstep on that DT cannon during the warm up on Zandex's side, or Zandez's side. How do you pronounce this? Is it XX Andes?
Wait, they saved the DT though.
Actually, pretty impressive.
Wait,
Some top tier A+ gameplay, honestly.
Yeah, wait. You actually need a pretty good decision making to be able to skim properly and recover the mess on top of your setup.
And yeah, obviously you want this player to run a 7-0 and kind of establish a comeback for your team here. Even up the points from the 7-1 of the previous round. But we'll see if that happens. Lower ranked players always can surprise.
Okay, and we have Xandas going with the STPC spin now.
Classic, very powerful opener. See if
like
he can handle it.
Yeah, but looks like they didn't really use it to accept. Might not matter though. That's a lot of damage.
Not an effective downside there from Kiki, having covered the board a lot. And honestly, I think there's definitely something to be said in terms of if you have a player that's lower ranked, maybe you should train them to like practice staying low on the board and just receiving an opener.
Definitely, yeah. I think,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I think.
Xander's side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really rough. But I was gonna say, I think one of the best things that you can teach to like your lowest ranked players is just keeping a clean board. Being ready to accept.
For sure, for sure. I think it's like you don't need to master every single aspect of this game to win, right? Like I don't think I ever mastered like finding a lot of PCs. And I don't think I ever really got the best hang of all spins when they introduced that, but I think if you can, you know, just play efficiently, cleanly, and survive, and be able to know how to counter spike, you can definitely win rounds that, you know, just based off TR, you don't really expect it to win.
Definitely, yeah. It's very important to have good fundamentals.
I think the problem is when you're lower rank, like finding the opportunity to top your opponent out is not really something that happens necessarily. But I feel like sometimes your opponent just misdrops and they top themselves out, and I'd imagine that's how a lot of rounds end in lower tier lobbies. But
that is true. Yeah. I remember when I was lower ranked, I would go into like super long games because I just didn't know how to set.
yeah, like if both players are infinite down stacking though, like creating those kill opportunities for yourself, definitely a mark of a higher ranked player. But you know,
Oh wait,
like,
but
yeah, great counter spike there, or not necessarily counter spike, but you know, Kiki able to open up those wells and leveraging that big attack garbage actually does take a point off Xandez, you know. And again, like I said, just because they're a high ranked player doesn't mean the defense player can't do anything. A mech TSD, I think on Xandez's side, but a misdrop of the T means such a messy board. And yeah,
oh
I mean,
no,
it's
wait,
just
they
one of
just
those.
dropped 2 T's.
It's one of those openers you really hate to see. On TSD, I'm really surprised that he knows this, let alone is willing to pull it out in an actual game.
Yeah, I have not seen Mech TSD in a while. That's crazy. I don't think it really worked out for them, unfortunately. But maybe they'll try it again next round. Hopefully with less misdrops, or I guess no misdrops.
For sure. I mean, the board state is not looking good on Xandez's side, but on the other hand, Kiki's board, it doesn't look like there's much of an attack at all. Just taking triples and even canceling with them. I mean, obviously in this situation, the thing you probably want to do the most is just set up a Tetris, but the fact that she isn't able to find it means Xandez just able to slowly down stack his way out. And yeah, it looks like he's gonna be able to stabilize.
This is definitely the infinite down stack gameplay of the lower ranks that we're getting into.
Definitely, and yeah, I mean, it's just I think it's like not the most interactive in terms of like, oh, I'm looking for an opportunity to kill my opponent. I'm looking to set up a T-spin to a Tetris. Like that's not even like the priority here, though. I think the priority is just clear lines and survive, right? Like you're playing NES Tetris or something. Obviously, NES Tetris, no holds, none of that kind of stuff, but.
Yeah, definitely. I think both players are right now focused on just not making holes in their own stack and making their own cheese. I think that's all they can focus on right now.
There's also, I think, cases where, you know, the match gets to around 2 minutes and the gravity starts ramping up, and that's how lower elo matches end. We might be seeing some of that now.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. The gravity is starting to ramp up, and then eventually the garbage will start having a higher multiplier as well.
Of course, definitely mechanics that will end the game faster. Interestingly enough, Kiki's APM has been consistently higher than Xandez's in this round.
Yeah.
Despite the rank gap here.
By a very small amount. I would say that I don't think the APM gap matters a lot here because like you're just one bad stack away from killing yourself. So
Oh no, blocking the well there and having to waste the eye. Sucks to see on Kiki's board, and it does get the Tetris, but again, neither of these players really actively killing their opponent here. I think it's just staying low. I would definitely say Kiki had the better Tetris finding, and this Tetris actually will kill since Xandas can't get to the eyepiece. Kiki up a point against a player, an entire letter in terms of TR above her. Very well played, at least in terms of survival.
I think we're getting into Kiki's much stronger fundamentals here. It seems like she's able to find Tetrises a lot more consistently than Xandas is. Not to mention the downstack multiplier that she can occasionally find, which I think really is going to give her the edge, especially when the garbage starts to multiply, and lucky counter spikes are an increasingly strong strategy.
Definitely, but look at Xandas here with the bit of a donation here. The T-spin into a Tetris, but Kiki, infinite downstacking super low on the board, is likely going to be able to survive. But again, you know, downstacking is always can always be troublesome when you're less experienced and you're slower. You know? You can't always find the best way to not cover the well.
Yeah.
Like, I think when you are like in a higher ranked, watching high ranked matches, you can see when players hesitate during a match to take time to think. And but I do think that when you see a player not really hesitate during their downstack, it kind of feels like they're panicking a bit, in the sense that like they're just slamming pieces down because they need to get pieces, they need to keep placing things, and then they end up making suboptimal decisions. Whereas it feels like if they took just an extra second to plan out the next few pieces, they would have been able to make it out.
Yeah, that is quite hard to do at this skill level though, having foresight and looking at your cue. Especially when like you're under so much pressure. I think Xandas is probably really sweating right now, knowing that they need to win this round to give what is it, UCSB, I think, a chance of winning here.
Yeah, especially since the first round probably did not go their way. But yeah, I mean, I think if you just run a stable 9-0 stat, just continue to up the APM, continue to put the pressure on Kiki.
Yeah, well, that actually might be the best thing they can do for themselves here. As you're saying, they win a point off of that. Might be time to return to the basics of 9-0.
Yeah, because okay, I mean, as I say that, I'm seeing the mech TSD take its form, but
okay,
there's something to be said in terms of like just out APMing your opponent. Because if you're a high ranked player, you just have better stats, and at some point, like if you play a stable like 9-0 game, what can they really do? Like just sprint, just sprint at your opponent.
That is true, yeah. It is the most reliable thing they have right now. I think Xandas kind of misdropped their mech TSD earlier. Honestly though, I don't think it's a bad idea.
I mean, I think if we're good enough at mech TSD, it's definitely something that can catch players by surprise. But I think again, it's kind of a strategy where you need to just flat out be faster than your opponent by a significant margin.
I would say they are actually.
Yeah, I mean, you can think about it as like just, you know, stat checking your opponent. Not really a term you really think about in terms of Tetris, but it's kind of is a thing. Obviously, if you're a faster player who knows openers, you can really disrupt a mech TSD. It's a DT cannon set up on Kiki's side. Hold on.
Oh no.
Speaking of openers, but oh no. Okay, so it looks like it's one of those cases where she knows the shape of the first part of the DT, but doesn't actually know the rest of the sequence in terms of like filling out the side. Also, is a right side DT, which is very cursed and disturbing. So we can move past that for now.
Oh, and the mech TSD again from Xandas. Hopefully they don't misdrop it this time.
That third attempt on the mech TSD. I think last time it was kind of a funky garbage, right? But okay, it looks like they're gonna have to get out of the next USD now. Funky eye spin there to fill in the gap, but Kiki actually quite low on her side of the board. But again, just not really counting to 4. There's just opportunities to send a Tetris at Xandez in that position, but again, I think it's just the nerves, you know, just constant down stacking, not really considering what is needed to actually win a round. Because you can't really win just by not losing.
Yeah, it is really hard at this rank to like fight the instinct of, oh, I'm just going to skim here.
Definitely need to train that into yourself as a Tetris player.
Definitely.
Even though Xandez, you know, and this is kind of, you know, the opposite. Even though Xandez is really hot on the board, still going for these aggressive T-spins. And enough of that can definitely lead to a victory. That being said, again, Kiki, you know, not losing obviously can't necessarily win you a game, but it also helps with not losing a game. The amount of downside Kiki's doing keeps her very low on the board, so is able to survive those attacks from Xandez. And that is kind of how she took those 2 points on her own side, right? When Xandez made a mistake and Kiki was low on the board, she just found enough Tetrises in order to punish it. But Sports State looking really tough for Kiki, and yeah, that attack is going to finish her off.
Yeah, Xandez definitely found their footing by now. They're playing a little more confidently, setting up some T-spins, not skimming everywhere.
Definitely looking to even up the points here.
What, they knew STP C-spin the whole time? Dude, what?
I mean,
why did they use this?
very, very long opener and a very strong opener to boot. And just awkward stacking with Kiki. I mean, now the well's open. Could have opened it earlier, but still alive and blocks the well there. Breaks the back-to-back, not sitting a Tetris. So tragic to see.
I don't think it matters though, because it was just enough of a change to push Xandez into a really bad position.
Yeah, we'll see if Xandez can find his way out of this. It's looking like a maybe. And it's looking like a yes. Xandez finally makes a T-spin single, sends a tiny bit of extra garbage onto Kiki's side. And now Kiki looking a bit lost in terms of this down stack. Actually finds it, but no eyepiece in the queue. And that piece is just such a tragic placement again. Don't want to be covering the well. Not going to be able to open the well on time, and Xandez finishes up the match. The set, rather.
Yeah, okay. I think Xandez was definitely a little shaky at the start there, but they found their footing. They managed to lock in, and they managed to secure a win here. So, good stuff for UCSB. That's their win. They're probably going to try to lose the next round, so I suspect they'll send out intel, regardless of who Columbia sends out.
Yeah, but again, right, in terms of losing the next round, you want to consider whether you want to buy counterpick or not. If you send out intel as UCSB, it means you lose the ability to send out intel into Kelsey, who is their etchant player. Meanwhile, if you send out someone who's higher ranked right now, they can send in Kelsey here to kind of completely eliminate that advantage. So again, it's hard to say, right? Like, I think all these teams have probably considered all these options. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, the points are quite close. And
looks like UCSB is sending out Soccer DD, man, who I'm just going to call Soccer for short. That is certainly a choice.
Yeah, I think that is it that their highest ranked player, Soccer DD Man?
Yeah, that is their highest ranked player. I think we're going to see Kelsey come in here.
Yeah, I would definitely send out Kelsey here if I were on Columbia's team here. It's probably the best opportunity you have to use that player.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm looking at Soccer DD Man stats, and why are they 87 APM? That's ludicrous. That SS. Jeez.
Check the blitz. Check the blitz.
Oh my god, the blitz. Oh wait, sorry. I totally missed their fun fact. Their fun fact is washed blitz one trick. That is that is. Oh, and thank you Azure Horizons for the raid on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I think I missed it. It was a couple minutes ago. I think it was right at the start of the second round, actually.
Oopsies.
Just
I should pay more
corner of my
attention to
eyes,
this
I was I mean, it's good to pay attention to the match as well. Definitely locked in on that, but yeah, Kelsey here coming out from Colombia. Definitely, man, I would definitely argue that's a bit of a drafting blunder from UCSB here. I would not have sent out my highest ranked player when their highest ranked player, who is a much stronger player, is still has not been used yet. So.
But maybe soccer will win. After all, their profile picture does say, "Nah, I win." So they might win here.
I mean, there's always a chance, but it's an SS against an X rank. But
Yeah, that is.
who knows? I think if there's any kind of player that can surprise a high rank player, it's a blitz main, right? Just jump scare them with a really strong opener, hit them with the all clear. Just again, like I think playing blitz is the ultimate form of stat checking. Obviously, if you misdrop, you're a bit screwed. But hopefully that doesn't happen to Soccer DD, man. You're probably thinking of taking as many points as you can in this situation. But also you're comfortable taking the loss, right?
Yeah, that was the
Even
warm-up.
then-
Kelsey honestly just kind of doing whatever they want. They're just like, I'm just gonna do whatever here.
Definitely just kind of chilling on Kelsey's end, but we'll probably see him lock in here as we go into this actual match.
And this is definitely not good for UCSB because once they lose here, I don't think they have any more winning matches. At least I don't think.
I mean, I think they definitely can find some, but it's going to be kind of shaky for sure. Soccer DD, man. I'm able to continue the blitz loop. Kelsey able to send one line of garbage at the very start of the match. And oh, a misdropped IPs means Kelsey takes this one.
Oh, that is it. That's kind of rough.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, if you're on Colombia's side, you're expecting this to be a 7-0. It would be the best outcome for you. And if you're on Colombia's side, you're probably hoping for a 6-7, as per the name of the league.
Oh boy. Oh. A little bit shot from Kelsey there. And stacking over that again, they're playing super greedy here. They are so confident.
Yeah, but they know they can
Yeah.
afford to beat Soccer DD Man's board, just not in a good spot at all, having misdropped the L. And yeah, I mean, definitely good use of either board watching or just feeling out their opponent's attack rhythm and knowing they aren't really in danger. Both sides doing similar opening, but Kelsey diverges into stick spin. Soccer DD Man, I think that is a SDPC spin, right? The opener?
From Kelsey? Or
Soccer DD Man.
oh, yeah. Soccer DD Man? Oh, I
Kelsey
must
then
be
does
missing
stick.
it. Yeah, I'm still wondering just what UCSB's plan is after this round.
I
I'm
see.
sure
I
they
mean,
know
they do
that.
get the round 4 counter pick, and as we all know by this, the round 4 counter pick is also the round 5 pick.
That is true, yeah. But did they really have to do it using their best player?
Yeah, I think even sending the second best remaining player would have been enough to beat out Kelsey. Because the worst case scenario for Colombia is if Kelsey goes against the lowest ranked player, who's obviously Intel 06. Right? So,
That is true, yeah. Bringing up Kelsey here does mean something.
I mean, again, it all doesn't matter if Soccer DD Man can pull off the miracle of going 6-7 against Kelsey, but
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my mind if soccer DD happens.
once again, stick versus is it SDP spin or extended SDPC? I don't remember the difference anymore. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Extended is the one that has like it's done like twice.
Greedy switch from Calci to maintain back-to-back. Finally breaks the surge there to send the 11 spike. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Calci definitely knows his attack timings there against his opponent. Soccer DD, man. Not really much room to breathe. Unable to continue the blitzing.
Yeah. So I think so the remaining players for UCSB are Blue Peach and Intel, and SS and A+. Meanwhile, Columbia has an SS and an S+ left to send down. But the thing is, they have to win both of these matches if they want to. They have to win both of those matches if they want to win. Obviously, they're going to be sending out their SS against UCSB's SS, but that's also a very close match. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think as far as I can tell, based off this draft, I think UCSB's a bit cooked.
Yeah.
Because one of the matches they can win will at least be close, but I mean, unless Intel is like super smurfing, I doubt it. It's the hyperbolic time chamber in between matches or something.
Oh yeah, it's not looking good.
Oh my god, just some fantastic gameplay I'm seeing on Calci's side before big beast with the setup piece from after. That sets up the fractal, big 24 spike. Oh my god, goodness.
Devastation. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby.
Yeah, I'm feeling like we aren't gonna see any 6-7s today.
Probably not.
That's a really good well on Soccer DD Man's side though. You can get a big spike here.
Oh,
if Calci doesn't
wait.
have the eyepiece,
Oh, they messed up their down stack here. Oh wait. Okay, let's go Soccer. 1 point on the board, just barely making it out.
Vsauce in the chat earlier, right after that set, said you can let us take one, I'll give you a penny. And then says in the chat, wait. After Soccer DD actually does take one, so yeah, great for Soccer DD, man. Now just needs to win just needs to win 5 more for this to have been worth it for UCSB. Puts the eyepiece in the stack to be stronger back-to-back. With the S-spin, maintains back-to-back. 12 surge, it's over. Calci closes it out with a 7-1.
Really nice heart shape from Calci there. Exactly what I expect of an X-Max pattern stacking.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably happy by taking just 1 point against an X rank as an SS rank, but again, how will this shake out for the rest of UCSB's matches?
Well, to get into the more specific TR, I think Blue Peach is like a high SS. Meanwhile, Lemon Limey from Columbia is a low SS. So I think Blue Peach might be able to get the win here. But then the thing is, it's going to be GeoCubic versus Intel after that. Or right now, I guess, the A+ versus the S+ on Columbia. So Columbia still has like an overwhelming advantage here.
Sure. I mean, I think Intel's gonna have to play the greatest Tetris of his life, but anything can happen. It's CTL. We've seen miracles before.
Maybe. Well, I know that stats don't mean everything, but GeoCubic does have double Intel's APM, and that I think will mean something, because that's quite a difference.
Right. So if you're UCSB here, who do you actually send out against GeoCubic? It's probably Intel, right? Because
Yeah, you have to.
you're down like an entire set worth of points.
No, yeah, for sure. Sending
You
out
can't really
Intel
afford to
is-
sack an extra set, right? I think you just need to hope that Intel can take points off GeoCubic, and then you need to hope that the next one is a complete stomp. Is there even a chance? Does Intel need to win?
I think Intel does need to win here.
Okay, well,
Let me check the points.
I've seen Stranger Things. Well, I haven't watched Stranger Things, but I've seen Stranger Things.
Okay, yeah, Colombia does have quite a point advantage, 16-9. So
Yeah, so if theoretically if the other match is a 7-0, then it's a tie. So yeah, Intel does need to win.
we have Intel being sent out here, and his fun fact is, I have free will to do what I want, but I choose to oscillate, whatever that means.
Hopefully there's no oscillating here, and the point line is just very linear, going from 0 to 7.
Maybe they'll oscillate their strategy, going from open remaining to infinite downside.
Oh, their opponent is cubic, so I'm not sure if he can control the graph line well enough. But Intel, you know, playing quite stably here. Had some 7-0 going on, but unfortunately does not know SRS, cannot spin the S. Fix the ball there.
Yeah, they are doing pretty well here, I think. Except for their well, which is closed. Oh no. Misholding the piece there.
Alright, I mean... Good luck to Intel, I guess.
Yeah.
It would be miraculous if an A+ player beat an S+ player. We could have a 6-7 week miracle. Hey, I mean his name is Intel 06. Could be Intel 067.
Oh my god. I mean,
GeoCubic,
maybe it also means
right
that he
side.
has the intel on how to win.
I don't know, man. I'm definitely rooting for Intel after I saw that right side DT cannon on the GeoCubic side of the board. You're just excited to see. Fortunately, Intel not off to a good start. Take that DT cannon, not able to survive.
Oh.
GeoCubic probably hoping to make this a clean victory for her team.
Intel goes with a really funny looking opener. Builds the donut. I don't think the donut is quite what they want though.
Oh, one piece away from the eye. I never really considered this before, but you can maintain back-to-back with DT cannon now that you can do a J or L spin mini to create another T spin for the DT. Well, I only just noticed this.
Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe it buffed the DT cannon. Meanwhile this match, no DT cannon coming up from GeoCubic. It was just an attempt to PCO. Didn't pay off, but the well is quite clean. As opposed to Intel's board, which is a 9-0. Stacked way too high.
I'm really loving GeoCubic's stacking here. Stacking very clean and not wasting T. Very well done.
Definitely what you want to see. With your players here holding the line at the end. Wow, almost would have gotten the PC if Intel didn't send a single line. That opener. The board is still looking stable. Intel probably suffering from some nerves here.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I'm definitely wondering a bit what the results would have been if UCSB sent out a different player for round 3. Because obviously if they send out Intel, this matchup probably just happens again.
Oh, that is true, yeah. And if they sent out their other option, which was
Blue Peach,
then they'll just send out the X again, and then this match again for Intel against GeoCubic just happens again.
Yeah, I think. Man, I guess it's just a bit of a rough matchup for UCSB. I'm not sure if the matchup could have been slightly different previously.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a wrong decision to send out their other A-rank into Kiki.
Definitely not, yeah. But yeah, thinking about it, I don't think there's much they could have done to practice.
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's just up to Intel to lock in, but the stance stacking covering the well with the TPs. I remember long ago when I was like learning some down stacking stuff from even before CTL, we had Plu in the UBC esports server offering a bit of Tetris coaching,
Oh.
including doing cheese race. And one of the first things I just remember doing cheese race is to not like put the T into the well sideways.
And a PC here from GeoCube. They finally hit their SDPCs.
Great. Unfortunately, Intel
I think
actually
really
survived
bad.
that, but again, probably not any concern for GeoCubic at all. He's just in a great board state. Lucky Elspin there doesn't really maintain back-to-back, but it's nice to see. And yeah, I mean,
I like
this match is
GeoCubic.
kind of one-sided, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I like GeoCubic making use of the TC minis there. That does show some pretty decent comprehension in back to back.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch the upper bracket matches in the next few weeks as the matches start getting closer together in terms of skill level. See how those shake out. I'm sure we'll see a lot more in terms of effective back-to-back. Not saying we're not seeing any here. Again, GeoCubic actually great D-spin there to maintain back-to-back. Unfortunately, still breaks it, but the vision is there.
Yeah, I think what will be like the peak of hype matches will be when there's like both teams have one to win, and then there's like an even match coming up for time for like the last match. Those will be fun.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, GeoCubic just definitely flexing some of those stacking skills. Very clean stack all around, not letting the fact that her opponent is a lower rank get to her head.
Yeah. Oh, and right side DT again.
Well, you know, no one's perfect.
Oh, making nice use of the Jason there. Oh, and immediately skimming. Never mind, it's all gone.
So some more negotiations I'm seeing in the Tetrio chat here. Esauce mentioning again, would you also like a penny? GeoCubic responded, I'll consider it. You know, much I'm Barbary technically not allowed. Well, not technically, it's obviously not allowed, but I will not make a statement on anything that happens in this round.
Yeah, me what I paid Cap to do.
How much would actually, you know, let's not discuss Barbary hypotheticals. But anyways.
Yeah, not me. I'm not on the A team. It's fine.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a UBC esports executive anymore. I can see what I want. I can say,
Dude, I'm imagining like right now we're in like a Discord call and like there's a broadcaster who's managing the stream right now, and I'm picturing their reaction to this conversation. Like, what are these guys talking about?
oh no, a big misshot on Intel's side. Honestly, for a moment there, I think the board position was quite favorable for Intel, though. Misshot means you
Oh, but
just spent so
multiplier from
many resources.
GeoCubic.
Yeah, and
Good
okay,
multiplier from
Intel, you can do it. Win 7 matches in a row. Make this a 6-7.
So true,
This-
so true.
Puts UCSB at the cusp of victory.
Yeah, the reverse sweep is all they need. Easy, right? They have the intel.
I don't think it's happening.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Wait, can we talk about GeoCubic's 87 APM round there? That's coming from an S+, dude, what?
Yeah, S pluses these days, man. They're just
Bro,
clean.
what happened to this game, bro?
Honestly, like if I tried to get back into this game, I'd probably place S plus.
That's, yeah. Players have gotten so good nowadays.
For sure. I mean, hey, honestly, good attempt from Intel 06 to to fight back against the S Plus player, and well played from GeoCube for keeping it clean and not dropping any unnecessary points. Just good stuff in general.
I think, yeah, so we're gonna have our last match now with Blue Peach versus Lemon Lime. Lemon Lime?
Lemon
Oh,
Lime, Lemon
yeah,
Lime.
wait, it's a fruit salad match.
Oh yeah, versus Blue Peach. I should have done more recruiting from UCSB Tetris. Honestly, I respect the attempt. Like, if you can get together a team, I think it's just impressive at all. I also like I believe that is the UCLA Tetris logo, but they replaced the LA with SB for UCSB.
That is pretty funny.
I mean, honestly, like, it shows resourcefulness. The UCLA's logo is pretty good, so I can't even mad at him for that. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Columbia has enough points to just secure the victory here. So we're just going for a point differential. Ideally, Blue Peach can take as many points as he can against Lemon Lime.
Yep. I think Lemon Lime's gonna have a pretty wait, no, sorry, not Lemon Lime. Blue Peach should have the advantage here. Given that they are a little higher TR and a little higher APM, but judging by that warm-up, maybe stats are fake and nothing matters.
I mean, like, anything can happen. I've said this like 30,000 times.
Yeah.
I've said this like 6 or 7 times. There we go. See, I said it.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, David.
We've made 6-7 weeks happen. Who knows, man? Honestly, like this match could go to tiebreaker.
Wait.
You want to keep it close. I mean, it's a good play from both players there. Lemon Lime. Actually, as I say that, an unfortunate eyepiece misdrop. Gonna be able to cycle back to it, but gonna have to waste a lot of resources downcycling this. And another misdrop as we are in the throes of panic here.
Pretty explosive gameplay.
Speeches in time at all. Has to take a T-spin single, and that is a fatal eyepiece misdrop. Cannot get the L piece over. And Blue
I had a
Peach takes
feeling
this
that
one.
was gonna happen. There's like that little notch in your stack for the eyepiece to perfectly snag itself into. What an ISO.
Come on, going with the standard 60 opener here. Blue Peach. Not sure what that was, but I feel like it was a mistake. Drop. Unless,
Yeah, it seems that
it's pretty... here. I mean, it's working against Lemon Lime. Just not the cleanest stack there. Blue Peach takes it. It's a 1-1. Maybe we can. Oh, sorry, it's a 0-2. I don't know. I thought it was a 1-1.
It's the warm-up.
Yeah, but yeah, like Blue Peach, just effective gameplay here. Getting the ball clear
the
before
PC.
Lemon Lime finish the stake. Oh, some really unfortunate placements on Lemon Lime's side of the board. Needs to spin a bunch of pieces down, stacking. Just a couple of eye pieces, but we'll be able to reach the eye in time to cancel and survive.
Yeah, meanwhile, Blue Peach with some fancy smashy all spins. Very nice. Misdropping quite a lot actually in that.
Yeah, but keeping up the aggression, Lemon Lime still in a weird down stacking situation. Just lose so many pieces over the well there, and yeah, Blue Peach looking to run away with this one.
Blue Peach found a really nice moment of pressure there.
For sure. Can we go with the PC now? Blue Peach's side not able to find it, so it just goes into a stack, but an unfortunate O, and I saw the attempt to spin the O. Unfortunately, no O spins in Tetrio, at least with the default SRS Plus settings. You know, someone, they can dream about it. And as they enter mid-game, seems to not really have had a major effect on the match at all.
Blue Peach with a bit of a misdrop there. I think Blue Peach seems to know their all spins like decently well. They've been setting up a few of them.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen null spins from a lot of players in this set, so yeah, shout out to these players for having practiced their all spins. It'll be always very fun to see. I mean, I will say it's one of my favorite parts of watching Season 2 Official League.
Oh yeah,
Steam players just find these creative ways to make the back-to-back.
definitely. It's very nice. It is cool to see. I mean, I still do think all spin is a little silly, just because it makes back-to-back like so much easier.
Yeah,
all
for
this
sure.
effect, and you see players at the top level getting like
Getting
30
just
back-to-back.
ridiculous surges.
it's like dude, what are you doing?
But I don't know. I think it's just something new to see in Tetris. Because I think from the beginning of time, modern Tetris has just been Tetris and T-spins and PCs, and it's like a new flavor of skill to watch.
That is true.
Insanely greedy stack from Blue Peach.
Oh
there.
my god.
I'm not sure if it's going to pay off. Forces that T-spin out.
Dude, the classic mid-rank move of like setting up a TSD or teeth and triple and having to use an entire eyepiece in your kick notch.
But it actually does pay off. Pops out Lemon Lime there. Blue Peach up to a 4-0 lead. As we say, never punished.
Yeah, it's not greed if you get away with it.
It's never greed really. Like if you just played like 30 PPS faster, you've gotten it off.
So true, so true.
Always go for the Trinity setup. Here though, unfortunately, not really finding much tags. That ice spin, not really an all spin. I think Lemon Lime now finally in a good position to. As I say that, Blue Peach finds such a great downstack of that piece sequence. Gets completely back to the safe position.
Oh
Lemon
man,
Lime.
that's well. Yeah.
Just a big back
Okay.
to back there. But big spike, Blue Peach cancels it with a piece of his own. And yeah, it's all back in Blue
wait.
Peach's score now.
This is impressive gameplay, man.
It's really clean, effective gameplay. I think it's gonna make the score really close. If Blue Peach can actually stop this, but in terms of winning, again, I think it's just out of UCSB's reach. But I mean, having a 0-point differential, or like having a point differential of -1 in a loss, would be quite incredible. I really set you up to play against weaker opponents. I am like the king of caster cursing, maybe. Wait, maybe I'm not? I'm good? Okay, I'm
That-
caster cursing. Wait,
Oh wait,
wait, Blue
nice
Peach
pick.
is like the best player ever, apparently.
Holy crap! Wait, they're kind of the go.
Just really incredible clutch survival here.
I think they were trying to decide whether or not to go for a Z-spin there, and in that moment of hesitation, Lemon Lime said, "Okay, have some cheese."
I've noticed a few times with Blue Peach going for the 180s on the eye to stall for the Tetris timing, and working out in this situation here. Lemon Lime. Will Lemon Lime be able to find the bounce back? I'm gonna say no. Wait, I'm gonna say I'm bad at saying things apparently.
Oh,
I think Blue Peach will find enough APM to close this one out. 0-6.
it was quite close though.
Yeah, I also don't really know what I was talking about there earlier with the point differential. There's not going to be one at all, but yeah, I mean, just closing the point differential in general gets the nice all clear there. Obviously, a bit nerfed. I can't even say new season anymore, man. Like, I still think of season 2 as a new season, but it's been like over a year at this point. Like, well over a year.
Man, it doesn't even feel like it's been a year.
I mean, it has to have been a year. This is a new year of CTL. But
That's true.
it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Peach, again, looking to make a statement with this last match, looking to make it a sweep, despite the theoretically close matches, theoretically close TR to these players.
Lemon with some pretty nice T-spin forecasts. Although I don't think it really mattered because they spent so long setting it up, and especially in this kind of position, setting attack is good for canceling, but they didn't really use it to cancel. That's going to be game.
An impressive 7-0 by Blue Peach. Definitely closing out the point difference by a solid margin there. I did call the match kind of close, but taking another look at the TR, it's actually like a sizable gap. I think JP could be around. This would be high SS? Yeah, high SS. With a peak rank of views, so you're not a player to have counted out, obviously, with the Ucsb Tetris logo. And I assume that would be the team captain. Looking, still inspiring the team with a good 7-0, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the match there. Colombia will have the higher point differential at the end of the day, which means they are the winners. And yeah, congrats to everyone from both teams. Congrats to Colombia's players for playing a solid few sets, taking it out, and good work to UCSB's players for playing solidly and fighting back against them. Yeah, and we do have some time for interviews if any of these players would want to enter the interview pending chat. I'm looking around.
Perhaps, yeah. Any interviewers or interviewees, I should say.
Yeah, it's fine if not. Something we like to do. Can be getting the thoughts of these players at all. Yeah, I mean, I think that was a cool match to see. That was exciting when you see the B rank players take a set.
Yeah, I really think that could have gone either way. I think the match playout was kind of determined by that coin flip first match of the two SNSs against each other, B Sauce and Daniel, and it was thanks to Daniel's win, I would say, that put Colombia in a much easier position for strategizing.
Yeah, for sure. I think Daniel really locked in during that match and played very effectively in order to help. It basically set up the entire rest of the match for Colombia to win that huge point difference.
Okay, we have one interviewee from UCSB.
All right, we have I think B Sauce and okay, we have B Sauce and we have Kelsey. Okay, UCSB's B Sauce.
Okay,
Hello,
B Sauce. Hey, welcome
stream.
in. Welcome in.
Hello.
Yeah. You're live right now. Yeah. So how do you feel about that match? What was sort of like your strategy going into trying to pick out the teams here?
Okay, sorry.
What was?
Not sure my audio. Not sure my audio is okay. So,
Oh, no worries.
it's all right. So we had a, I guess planned matchup, like who should play who. We kind of figured out, like as you mentioned, I think later on stream, I think we were kind of in a checkmate situation, where it's like, yeah, if we send out our best player, they'll probably send out their best player. If we send out our worst player, they probably want to save their best player to defeat our best player. So we were like, all right, just play our best. I don't think it mattered too much, but I don't know. It was fine. It was man, I don't know, man. It was we were close. There's a world we could have won. But I don't know. I don't think our strategy was too bad. I think after I think it all came down to whether I could beat the person at my own skill level. But low-key, that guy was really good. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely locked in. You know, a lot of unexpected things happen during a tournament. Like sometimes someone could have a really good day and throw a wrench to your strategy. But I think for what it's worth, I think the team played quite well and definitely give a good fight on your end. I mean, any thoughts on? I saw you were offering the other team pennies in the chat to try to get some points.
I do not recall such a situation. I am a honorable gentleman. I would never bribe someone, and will never be bribed. Any evidence of that is AI, and I will sue you for defamation.
You're probably right, man. You know how AI is these days, and you can never trust them.
I know, right? It's crazy, dude. It's like, dude, yeah. So no pennies going around, and if so, it's a really good penny, and they should consider an offer such an existed. But unfortunately, we lost, so no such pennies be distributed.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, yeah. Despite the match, maybe not necessarily going your way. Any general thoughts on the CTL experience so far? How's it been working?
Oh,
with
it's
your
great.
team?
It's been fun. Meaning, like I participated last year, and I think we were much higher ranked last year, and I was kind of the. I was kind of the guinea pig sent out to the slaughter as the lowest ranked member of my team last year. So it's interesting getting to play people of my skill level now. I don't know. I think, like, as you could see with my gameplay, I used to be when there were like 5%, like way less players back in the day. When I first I think I started playing Tetris around when it first came out, because I played a lot of Tetris Friends and whatnot, and I think I peaked around COVID. I think I was SS at some point. And I learned a lot of strategies from back then, as you can see, BT Cannon, all that stuff. And I just stopped really playing that much, and I definitely haven't been keeping up with the new fangled stick spins and whatever the kids are doing, SDPC or whatever the kids are doing.
I get it,
man.
I get it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's been fun. As a tournament experience, I swear I don't miss drop as often as I do on stream. I get a little nervous is all, but I get it. I used to be the president of our Smash Club at UCSB.
Oh, really?
And we ran stuff on stream back then too. I also had streamers for a long time. I still kind of do. But eventually that went away through like just sheer exposure. Well, I think in a different game, I still got it because I don't have that backing of like, oh, I'm as good as I am at another game. I'm like significantly worse in Tetris than I am at Smash. So it just translates to like, oh, the streamers are back. And I get it, yeah. It's also been really bad too. Like I'd be like playing on stream at in my Smash tournaments and whatnot, and if someone says anything behind me, or whether in my favor or against me, I just crumble. You cannot root for me at all. I will throw the match.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get it.
That's understandable.
Streamers are a real thing, especially when you're playing in front of a crowd. But yeah, just something you gotta manage, probably with more experience. And I mean, it's great to hear that you had fun, just playing in general. Yeah. Any final words you want to say for the stream here? We move on to our next interview.
Oh, shout-outs to, I don't know any of my friends are watching, but shout-outs to them if they actually tuned in. That is not how I usually play. Alright? I promise I'm better. But, and yeah, I think that's about it. It's been fun. Thank you guys for having me on. It's been a great experience so far. And I guarantee we'll win our next 5 matches. Just watch.
Right, yeah, thank you for joining us for the interview, and thank you for participating in CTL.
Yeah. It's been great.
Props,
yeah,
props
thank you
on
guys. Yeah. Alright. See ya. Bye.
Right, bye. Alright, and we do have another 2 interviewers. I think this is Geocubic and Kelsey from the Columbia team, so drag them in here. Alright, hello.
Wait,
welcome in, guys. You're on stream.
Is it both of you want to do an interview, or is it just...
Yes.
Okay.
It's both of us.
All right. So how was that tournament, or how was that match for you guys? It was a good win, no?
I mean,
solid.
Yeah, I think we did good. We got good matchups for everyone, and well, I guess as best as possible. I don't know. I mean, Lemon was the one who planned it all, but he's not here.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's our team captain and a great leader.
Yeah, he puts a lot of work into deciding bans and matchups.
Yeah. Yeah, they can definitely like swing a match one way or another. You guys spend like a lot of time discussing like how the matchups will go, or is it all just up to your captain?
We decided. Well, I mean, I think this time around we kind of just decided it on the fly, because we were lazy. But I mean, it worked out, and I think like it's like too hard to predict what the other team will really do until you see like what they pick or like what they ban. So it's really like, I guess it's not that important to plan stuff out. Well, at least for, I guess, like if we're not taking it that seriously, like we can like get a pretty good matchup without like too much planning. So, but I mean, we did do a 4-wide game before. I think that helped a lot with the down stack.
Oh yeah, practice all your spins and such.
Yeah. How do you feel about winning that first round, GeoCube? Like, I think that really shaped the outcome for the rest of the rounds.
Are you referring to Daniel's round?
Or, oh wait, no, sorry, Daniel's round. I mixed it up. My bad.
Yeah, that was a great win. We were very happy to see the first picks. And Daniel cooked, obviously.
Kind of popped off there, that match. It was a
Yeah,
7
that was well
crazy.
done. That was well done.
Yeah, I think it's it's because he didn't join us in our 4-wide game and instead QTL for like an hour, and so obviously one has better results than the other.
Yeah, warm up definitely paying off there. Yeah, I mean, I think your team Columbia was in CTL last year as well, right? Were there any previous years? Has the experience like changed at all? Is it like different this year compared to last year at all for you guys?
No, we have the exact same team this year.
Oh, exact same
We-
team.
One
back.
player.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of us have improved a decent amount over the past year, though. So
Like, I think we're seeded
I
lower
think-
than last year.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot more teams this year as well. So
That's true. But yes, we
not
have
bad,
all
not too
improved.
bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, great to see the improvement, and again, a great win today on the streamed match against UCSB. Is there any last words you guys have for the stream?
thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you both for coming up here for the interview and again participating in CTL. Can't do without all the universities here coming together.
Right?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I think that's it for the interview. Again, thank you to the Columbia players here for participating, coming to the interview. Thank you to everyone for that. And then, yeah, we can move on to our donation goals. Did you want to talk about that big cheese, or just I don't know how we're doing this.
The donations. Looking at the donations, trying to look at the donation channel right now.
We get any new donations?
Wait, I can't find the channel. What? Price for donations?
I don't remember which channel it's in.
Wait, why can't I find it? It should be like right here. Oh no, there it is. I think they moved it. Okay. Okay, that's starting from. Okay, it said there's 2 donations in total, or 3.
What do I?
But yeah, we are at roughly, I think $300 by now. I think maybe the graphic just hasn't been updated yet, but we have reached the $300 donation goal. I'm just gonna thank some extra people just in case, but thank you to Tetrapholis from UWC for donating $6.91, Ray for donating $40.77, Lobster for donating $6.70, and Nyan Cyber for donating $69.42, and IA for donating $31.41. Also, thank you to Real XP for donating $42, and a huge thank you to Inane Court for donating $100. This brought up our prize pool to $300, which means we have reached the undocumented goal. The goal isn't on the graphic right now, but we will have 2 players being drawn in a BL or GL manga by UCLA Ray.
There with their permission, of course.
Yes, with their permission. So that's gonna be really exciting. Okay, I'm just getting word that we are at a total of $372 in the prize pool right now.
Almost
That's super huge. Big thank
very
you to
close
all our
to
donors.
what's it called? Playoff pick'ems. I don't remember what this one is. I'm assuming it's kind of like people get to predict what will happen in playoffs, which will probably be fun to see.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for donating to the CTL prize pool again. That's makes the tournament all the more exciting and allows us to do all these fun goals as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you everyone for donating. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll move to the thank yous now. Remember, we still have a donation. Have the donation link in the chat. Well, all right. Want to read this out, or should I read this out?
Oh, I can read it up.
Sure.
So, thank you to our organizers for making this CTL possible. To Aaron, Boat Hotel, Dig Cheese, I Am George, M $, Mango Lemon, Trooper, and Zynex. A special thanks to OSK, Ors, Plu, and Garbo, and thank you to our commentators, myself, Science Cyber, Stratus, May, NXT, Neutral, Is That Guy, Doey, and GI Band.
Yeah, thank you to everyone on this page. Special shout out to Dig Cheese, who's been running the stream the whole time. Couldn't have wouldn't be possible without him. And thank you to everyone who has stayed this whole time to watch the stream until the end. And we will see everyone next week for more exciting matches. So stay tuned.
Yeah, see y'all next week.